Hyperinflation accelerated in April, the highest since May 2023, as the Iran war pushed up energy costs and more. CBS's Jared Hill.
Costs are definitely getting high. Gas prices, grocery store prices.
The consumer price index rose 3.8% in April compared to the same time last year, up from 3.3% in March.
The war with Iran continues to push up gas prices. Now that's trickling into other areas like plane tickets and food.
Groceries increased by 0.7% in April after actually dropping in March.
President Trump is on his way to China for a summit with Xi Jinping and says they will have a long talk about Iran.
They get a lot of their oil from that area. We've had no problem, and he's been a friend of mine. He's been somebody that we get along with.
The head of the World Health Organization says global leaders should prepare to see more cases of hantavirus amid ongoing efforts to contain the virus. CBS's Ian Lee has heard from WHO Chief Tedros Ghebreyesus.
The World Health Organization has tied a total of 11 reported cases of the virus to the ship, the latest discovered in a passenger quarantined at a hospital in Spain.
Given the long incubation period of the virus, it's possible we might see more cases in the coming weeks.
One American who tested positive but is not experiencing symptoms is currently being held in a biocontainment unit at the University of Nebraska Medical Center.
18 U.S. citizens are being monitored at facilities in Nebraska and Georgia. An Epstein survivor identified as Rosa has given powerful testimony. Democrats on the House Oversight Committee held the field hearing in Florida as part of the investigation into the handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case and document release. Rosa noted that her modeling firm, run by convicted sexual predator and modeling agent Jean-Luc Brunel, relocated her to Miami, where she says
Jeffrey Epstein was under house arrest for the molestation of underage girls at the exact time he was abusing me.
Despite efforts to protect her identity, her name appeared more than 500 times in court records when the Justice Department released the Epstein files. Medical examiner Sterling McLaren says of the 41-year-old man who scaled a Denver airport fence on Friday, crossed a runway, and was struck and killed by a Frontier Airlines plane.
The best way to determine manner is to evaluate the totality of the investigation, scene findings, circumstances, and history. And based on all of those findings together, we determined the manner of death to be suicide.
The collision sparked an engine fire, and the plane was evacuated after the cabin filled with smoke. 12 passengers suffered minor injuries. This is CBS News.
I want to know what's going on in the world.
I'm Tony.
There are big questions that all of us are asking. I want to get you the answers.
How are you?
I'm Tony DeCoppel. Join me on the CBS Evening News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
It is 4:03, Tuesday, the 12th day of May. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Lisa Fielding. We've got some light rain reported in several areas. We're watching AccuWeather radar. We're seeing some rain and storms move through the area. Light rain at O'Hare, 64 degrees. We have light rain in Aurora. We're at 62, 69. Lakefront, we'll keep you posted on the rain moving through the area. It's coming up at 4:15. First at 4, restaurant and bar workers in Chicago may have to wait a little longer for that raise after all. WBBM political editor Jeff Buchholz explains.
This is the latest attempt to tap the brakes on Chicago's ordinance phasing out the so-called tip credit for hospitality workers as restaurant owners raise concerns about higher costs. Members of a council committee endorsed a compromise that would freeze the so-called tipped minimum wage at its current level for 2 years, with an additional 2-year freeze for smaller restaurants. Its sponsor is West Side Alderman Red Burnett, who says it's the result of weeks of conversations with restaurant owners and labor groups.
They have been expressing concerns from both sides. They want to increase their wages, but they also don't want to lose their jobs.
Alderperson Jesse Fuentes from the Northwest Side was the original sponsor of the tip credit phase-out.
I hope this is the last time we have to litigate this in the city of Chicago, because both workers and business owners deserve the very best of us.
Restaurant and labor advocates say they can live with this compromise. It's headed for the full council. We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Meanwhile, still lots of questions about the old ShotSpotter gunshot detection program, about finding a replacement for that program. Mayor Johnson ended the city's contract with ShotSpotter nearly 2 years ago. Since then, the city has received 9 bids for similar technology. However, city procurement chief Charlotte Roberts told members of the council committee that it would take more than 2 years to find a suitable product.
I have a fiduciary duty to ensure that a process is followed to ensure that it's fair and the outcome is just. I could assure you that the Department of Procurement Services, we are working diligently on both procurements to ensure that we are...
Does not improve response time. For the first time in years, the nation's leading pediatricians group, based right here in Chicago, is sharing new guidance on the impact of school recess.
The American Academy of Pediatrics has tweaked its policy statement for the first time since 2013.
What they found was that it's really important for children to have recess.
Dr. Sarah Owen is interim chair of pediatrics at Loyola Medicine.
We know that in 2026, our children are under more stress now than they've ever been, right? Physical activity is the lowest, screen times at the highest, and the role of a mental breaks is really, really crucial to children.
New guidance says the break recess provides can help children of all ages process and store more information, and also discourages educators from taking away recess as a form of punishment.
The worst thing you can do is say, hey, you weren't good in class today, no recess for you. And then you have children whose frustration levels just continue to go up, and they need recess just as much as everybody else.
Studies show 40% of U.S. schools have reduced or eliminated recess since the mid-2000s. 105.9 WBBM.
Joliet Center as police investigated some kind of threat that turned out to be bogus. After determining there was no credible danger to students, the lockdown was lifted. However, extra Joliet police officers remained at the school until the high schoolers were dismissed for the day. No word on what that threat was all about. In Aurora, the Kane County State's Attorney says police did not use excessive force when they arrested 3 students during an anti-ICE protest a few months ago.
Tackling was a reasonable tactic used by a police officer to get control of a student resisting arrest. That's one of the findings by State's Attorney Jamie Mosser after her office reviewed the police response to a walkout at East Aurora High School on February 9th. Cell phone videos of the incident sparked some public calls for an investigation and that the charges be dropped. Mosser says her legal opinion is that police made the right decision and acted within their authority to cite students for not complying with orders to stay out of the road. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Chicago police intercepted roughly 270 fire conversion switches and suppressors last month. Customs and Border Patrol stopped a total of 107 shipments carrying various parts used to modify weapons to either make them fully automatic or suppress the sound of gunfire like a silencer. Of those shipments, the agency said 100 concealed a total of 255 pistol of automatic fire conversions, and the remainder contained 14 suppressors. Police say all the seizures were from China and were headed to various locations throughout the U.S. It's 4:08. Time for traffic and weather together on the 8s. We've got some rain moving in. Anything affecting traffic yet, Neil?
Definitely. The travel times are really high today, extra high because of the rain making its way through, and the tollways are very busy as well. A lot of delays on most. The trouble spot on the tollways is on the Veterans Memorial southbound. You're inching along past I-55 to 127th Street. You have vehicle fire cleanup there in the 2 right lanes, and big delays northbound as a Gapers delay as you're making your way through to see what's happening on that southbound side. And that's why from the southwest suburbs, Metro wants to remind you to avoid driving. Pick up a train. The Heritage Corridor line available to you out of Lamont. Looking at the northwest suburbs on Route 53, very heavy traffic on either side trying to get through Rolling Meadows and Palatine because of ongoing construction. And that's why you have delays on I-80 in the southwest burbs, roughly in spots between Briggs and Center, and then a backup on eastbound I-80 getting through Tinley Park. Not bad in northwest Indiana. The roadways really high travel times, as we mentioned, with rain making its way through in spots. Your travel time on the Edens coming inbound at 55. Kennedy an hour 7 in, 53 outbound. The express lanes are heavy before the Wintrust mural in your North Avenue out to the Edens, but you're still saving about 5 minutes if you use them. On the Eisenhower 57 to Manheim, an hour 18 to the Jane Addams. Inbound's an hour 23 from I-90. 53 in for Manheim. Stevenson going out 1 hour to the Tri-State, hour 18 to 355, and just under an hour in. The Dan Ryan is 50 out, 25. I-57, 22 out, 18 minutes in. This is up to 32 to drive out to 8094. Your inbound line is at 17 minutes. You saw the Lakeshore Drive, pretty typical backups on either side. Nothing out of the ordinary. From the Metro Traffic Center, next report, 418. News Radio 159. WBBM.
Clouds are getting dark downtown. We're watching radar. We've got some rain moving in, light rain at both airports right now. Also at the DePage Airport, Wheeling and Romeoville, all reporting late rain right now. Temperatures in the 60s, low 70s. That's the story for the rest of this afternoon. Later tonight, a low of 50 and cooler again tomorrow, a high of 61. Checking in on the market watch, the Dow Jones 56, and S&P down. It's 410.
Your car is westbound 300
It's 4:10 p.m. May 12th, 2026. SubX.News on the spot reported. Thanks for tuning in. Our daily drive through Chicago and wherever we end up. We've been in suburbs too, by the way. Sometimes we end up out there. I don't know. We don't know where we end up. Dave, I think Dave just talked about some carjackers. What are you talking about, carjackers? I just got on. I've done some posting, but I haven't checked the crime. What are you talking about? They caught some carjackers? Where at? Post the link or post the information. I'll look it up. Yeah, it's motor vehicle thefts and robberies are up. I just checked the stats. They come out every Tuesday. I'll be writing an article about it tomorrow. They're all over the place. Murders are up. Car thefts are up. I think batteries are up. And it's strange how the stats are. They're all over the place. So it's kind of a weird... I don't understand it, because you figure if crime goes up, all crime goes up. But it's not what the statistics are showing. So I'm having a hard time believing what I'm seeing, right? But what I'm seeing is crime is going up, but not all over the place. So it's kind of a weird kind of a thing. So yeah, Dave, send me the information block or time or whatever, and I'll look into it, right?
Those originally scheduled for Friday were moved to Sunday on Mother's Day. Leadership says while not ideal, it emerged as the best option among a list of potential solutions. Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Well, prom send-off over the weekend has one South Suburban Park executive answering questions as to why her daughter got a chopper instead of a limo.
Police body camera video shows a helicopter landing at Rosner Park, surrounded by police, with Markham Park Executive Director Quintina Brown and the park board president telling officers the chopper send-off for Brown's daughter was authorized. Here's Brown at the scene.
She was taking her pictures. Oh, she was taking pictures. Okay, so she's going down the park. Okay.
City Attorney Bert Oldelson questions the move with CBS News Chicago.
Did the board approve it? Who paid for it? Both the Park District and the city would have been sued if something, God forbid, had happened.
Brown faces a couple $100 in fines, with the city still investigating. Mallory Vorbroker, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Shall we? Making breakfast? Checking emails.
There we go. We got local corruption. Bert Oldelson. He's been around for a long, long time. Oh, all right. You know where they stopped them? I'll go check where the... All right, 45 minutes ago. Why don't we throw it on the radio and we try to backtrack it, and then maybe they'll still have the car over there. I'll figure it out, right? Do you know where they stopped the car at, Dave? Because then I'll go into that direction. Is it north or south? Because I'm ready to turn here, right? Well, it's 45 minutes ago, so I'll look up the case right now, right? Oh, and let's see. We're going, I don't know where we're going right now. We're just driving. We'll go on Rush Street. How about that? So 45 minutes ago. So we'll go back. It's 4:15. So we'll go back to 3:30 maybe, right? Dave, I'll pop it back on to 3:30 here, right? Oh, yeah, I see a lot of time. Do you see the high times here? Okay, well, let's listen to what's going on.
Unit 10-3 and citywide, we got a battery in progress. We got 8 kids fighting right now in the middle of the street. Crossing guard is calling us in. 75 in South Shore. 75 in South Shore.
75th in South Shore. Kids fight. Now it's 3:30.
Stay down, zone 1. Go ahead, ISP.
I got that carjacking, you guys.
This one.
In 1st District. 810-2959, 810-2959. Do you guys want to recover this, or do you guys want us to?
Great question. I think one of our robbery units was over there to recover it. I imagine we'll end up taking it. The only problem right now is that we had to go to the hospital. This poor victim had a heart attack due to this whole thing. So we haven't pulled an RD yet, simply because we're trying to get more info from the victim, okay?
10-4.
6412 John, you on the air? 6412 John?
There you go, you just heard it.
Alright, ISP, I'll get back to you. Let me check with the...
Let me go backwards in time, because it looks like they already stopped it at that time. That was...
6412 John.
That recording was at 3:24, so it must have happened earlier than that. Let's go back in time to 3 o'clock, maybe.
On the radio squad.
Yes, my partner was just looking for you.
Bitch one.
We got any event number for the search, please?
Yeah, 06725. 06725.
Sounds like that's what that is.
Units in 2 at Citywide Battery in progress, 5730 South.
So it goes backward, maybe to 230.
7383, boy.
7383, boy.
Clark, could we get another number 429 red, please?
Yep, that is 07162.
Rush Street.
Alright, and got a reckless driver, southbound Lakeshore Drive from Monroe, southbound Lakeshore from Monroe, white Ford Transition van, 216479 Charlie, almost rammed the caller's vehicle into the wall, continued southbound. I got nothing further.
3213, I'll take care of it.
So the person they carjacked had a heart attack.
Adam, unit, go ahead.
7389 Adam, can I get event number for Green Line, Sister Rail Track?
89 Adam, you got it. That is 07173.
6550 Charlie on the zone.
6550 Charlie.
6550 Charlie. What, is it possible to get a canine from Munster?
Yeah, is that from that search warrant on Ridgeway?
Yes, sir.
Alright, are you in Homan now?
99.
Alright, how much cash?
940.
Alrighty, we'll get one headed your way, okay?
99, thank you, Cliff.
Yep, no problem.
7389, boy.
7389, boy.
We got a number for Liberty Green Line?
Yeah, that is 07187.
4735.
Rush Street.
35 Temper, thank you.
73864.
786 point.
Number for Jackson Red.
Yep, that is 07192.
389 Charlie.
We're at Rush Street now.
789 Charlie.
739 David. Happy 79 number for Central Green Line.
Alright, 89 Charlie at Central Green. Yours is 07205.
We're trying to find...
And then 89 David coming in.
We're trying to figure out where this carjacking started and where it ended. Yep, so we're back at 2:56 p.m. right now in the radio calls. Thanks, Dave, for bringing that up. Appreciate it, my brother.
5753 David.
Sir, we are at O'Hare Station, and we have one female in custody, and we are taking her to Area 5. Starting mileage is 102132.
Alright, 10-4, sir. It's 14:58 on the clock. Your event number is 07228. 07228.
Thank you.
No problem.
Unison 1 in the citywide, getting a person with a knife. 1255 South Wabash. Caller set 3 male black for helping a customer move. One of the males pulled a knife and they fled. The customer is still on scene. They know the offenders. Nothing further is on for clear.
7383 Henry.
783 Henry.
Get a run number for a Safe Plus Corridor mission on 789th and Ashland.
Yeah, 10-4. That is 07242.
7386 Adam.
786 Adam.
Well, can I have an event number for Roosevelt Red Line, please?
That is 07246.
7386.
786.
Event number for Jackson, please.
Yep, that is 07252.
Sir?
Yeah.
7383 Edward.
783 Edward.
I love you, Holly.
Event number 36 in arena.
Watch out, you're gonna be called an extremist.
Yep, this is 07258.
Thank you so much, Bob.
You are welcome.
7383 Charlie.
7 Charlie.
Can I get an event number 69 red line, please?
Yep, take 07265.
7383 Adam.
783 Adam.
Hey, squad, can we get a one for the 95th red line?
Yep, that is 07277.
Thank you.
We're looking for a carjacking call right now.
4603.
4603.
That's what we're doing.
This gentleman refuses services of ambulance AED and has walked away. Thank you very much. Can I have the event number, please?
Yeah, it's going to be 07110. 07110.
10-4, thank you.
No problem.
7383 Frank.
738 Frank.
In the bus, 79th and Oakley going eastbound. Just hit a number.
Okay, that is 07287.
PH1, Citywide 1.
PH1.
We got any event number for this search, please?
Yeah, 06725. 06725.
7-4, thank you.
Units in 2, a citywide battery in progress, 5730 South Indiana. I got a 2 females fighting and a male black, 5730 South Indiana, District 2 is on 7.
387 Adam.
787 Adam.
Take a number at Jefferson Park Blue Line, please.
Yeah, that is 07343.
733 George.
738 George.
Got bus number 8636 eastbound on Roosevelt from Central, please.
Yep, that is 07356.
PH1, Citywide 1.
PH1.
Second base, please.
Over.
3383 Frank.
78 Frank.
The bus, 29th and Damon going westbound.
Okay, that is 07387.
7389, boy.
7389, boy.
Could I get a number for Laramie Green Line, please? 7383 David. 7384.
783, boy.
7384. Can I get an event number, please? 3211. 9386 David.
786.
7889 Adam.
389 Charlie.
73.
Units at 6.
Adam.
784 Adam.
Can I get an event number for the red line 95th for the
With a mask on right there. See that guy? Got a face mask on. That guy right there with a hoodie and that black jacket. Face mask.
They just went back to base right now.
I told him to come back.
That guy walking right there.
700 squad. They're looking at a vehicle for hijacking. We got eyes on it on zone 10. Didn't know if they were going to be on their way back.
That's it.
Alright, 10-4. Helicopter base.
318 it started. Hijacking.
Helicopter base, Citywide 1. Helicopter base, Citywide 1.
Helicopter base, go.
Hey, they got eyes on that freshly carjacked car. Central Park and Douglas in the rear if you guys are available.
Central and Douglas.
Helicopter base,
West side.
Are we going to try to stop it? If not, we can try to lift.
Actually, you know what? Hold on just a second. 49 David 6. Yeah, actually, you know what, PH, we got the drone overhead right now. We may be able to work with just that. They got a few units coming in hot.
40 David. 1000 David, there's plenty of units. Looks like it's unoccupied. With it. Looks good.
Okay, 1000 David, I copy that. Perfect. All right, PH, you can disregard. It's going to be unoccupied. They got plenty of units over there.
All right, copy that. Where's that at exactly?
It's Central Park and Douglas in the West Alley.
1327 South Central Park.
There we go, 1327 South Central Park. Perfect, thank you.
7388 boy.
7388 boy.
Blue Line Medical District, please.
Yeah, 10-4, that is 07485.
We'll see if that's the one. So Central Park and Douglas.
78 boy.
Squad, what are the numbers for 79 roughly?
But they didn't say no one's in custody. It was an empty car.
7354 Charlie. Can I get an upper and lower for 69 squad?
I'm only allowed to give it a 1, I'm very much sorry. But yeah, you can have 07496. 07496.
They're only giving out one event when they used to give out 2, so that means they're reducing the amount of events so it doesn't look like crime is up.
Yep, you got it, sir.
Got that?
That is 07500.
That's what event means. Event means a cop was somewhere to look at something. Doesn't mean it's a crime. Just means they were somewhere looking to see if it was okay. They drove by Michigan and Chicago. It's okay. So they mark it as an event.
Unit 3 in Citywide, I'm getting a battery in progress. We got 8 kids fighting right now in the middle of the street. Crossing guard is calling us in. 7-5 in South Shore. 7-5 in South Shore, District 3, Zone 7.
Alright, we're back up to where we were before.
Staying out Zone 1.
Go ahead, ISP.
I got that carjacking you guys had in 1st District. 810-2959, 810-2959. Do you guys want to recover this, or do you guys want us to?
And that's something different, I think.
Great question. I think one of our robbery units was over there to recover it. I imagine we'll end up taking it. The only problem right now is that we had to go to the hospital. This poor victim had a heart attack due to this whole thing. So we haven't pulled an RD yet simply because we're trying to get more info from the victim, okay?
10-4.
6412 John, you on the air? 6412 John? Alright, ISP, I'll get back to you. Let me check with the paper car real quick.
10-4, thank you. 6412 John.
I was going to scratch you. Was that 64 on that, John?
6412 John. Someone begging me on the radio squad?
Yes, my partner was just looking for you. It looks like ISP found that carjacked vehicle out of the 1st District, and they were asking if we want them to recover it or if TPD is going to recover it. So Alex was trying to find out if you guys, the carjacking team, was going to do it. So he just went to Zone 4.
I don't have any of my guys pretty close. I'm actually in a Kugler car, so I won't be able to do it myself. But just for a heads up, when I came back around, there was 2 individuals looking and jumped out of a car and ran into 3540 West Douglas. They're looking around pretty hard, and then the car went around and kind of was being nosy what the state troopers were doing back there.
Any description of the vehicle that those 2
3542 Douglas, they ran into the crooks.
Eddie Victor 39090, Nissan Rogue. The individuals aren't in a car anymore, but they do keep popping out from 3540 West Douglas.
3542 Douglas. There you go, Davey. You got your crooks.
Maybe if the 1st District has any video or photos, they could email it to us. So these guys could possibly be done from the carjacking.
I think they do have video. Both my partners are chatting with Zone 4 right now. So give us a second, okay?
Okay, copy. I'll be here. 73 6412 John. Someone begging me on the.
Alright, ISP, I'll get back to you. Let me check with the paper car real quick.
10-14.
So let's talk about that before the news comes on. The car was carjacked out of the 1st District. That's where we're at. That's the downtown area. Downtown central area. And it ended up on the west side. So again, they have a no stop, no chase policy, meaning that even if it's armed criminals, They can't stop the car. That's a Chicago policy. It is a policy. They cannot stop moving cars. That's why you see these videos of the drifters. They drive in circles around the cops. They laugh at them because there is a no-stop policy. You cannot stop a moving car in Chicago. It's illegal. It's illegal for a police officer. It's illegal for a police officer to do that. So the guy gets carjacked, has a heart attack, car ends up somewhere on the west side. They run into a house. How do you know those are the guys? You will never know. You can't even prosecute that case. And let's listen to 430 News and we'll go back to that case. I have it marked on my radio now, all right? Good call, Davey. Dave, that was a really good call because now we can talk about that, right? That's police administrative policies. Thank you, Dave. That was a great call. Thank you. Let's listen to the news.
Lower by 12. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
Light rain, 64 degrees at 4:31. The news continues, sponsored by Jewel Osco. Well, it's been almost 2 years since Chicago unplugged the gunshot detection technology known as ShotSpotter. Now, aldermen are asking the Johnson administration why it's taking so long to find a replacement. WBBM political editor Jeff Buchholz has the story.
The mayor ended the city's contract with ShotSpotter in 2024, citing studies suggesting that the network of sensors had little impact on police response time. But far South Side alderman and former police officer Peter Chico told colleagues on the Public Safety Committee that neighbors in his ward believe it keeps them safer.
One of the main questions I get asked is about gunshot technology. Where are we at in the process? Why is it taking so long?
Head of procurement Charla Roberts said 9 companies, including ShotSpotter's owner, submitted bids, but the process of selecting a vendor can take time.
Solicitations are often active procurements for approximately 2 years or more.
Samantha Nugent from the Northwest Side was shut down when she tried to ask how the request for proposals was put together.
We cannot discuss that. Of course we can't discuss it.
And Andre Vasquez from the North Side called for more transparency in the contracting process.
We're left in the dark.
We're at City Hall. Jeff Buchholz.
They're lying. They got caught lying.
The judge considering whether to overturn a conviction in a major murder case from the 1990s.
Anthony Garrett is seeking a new trial and a certificate of innocence in the 1992 killing of 7-year-old Dontrell Davis. Garrett was sentenced to 100 years in prison for what prosecutors said was a sniper attack on rival gang members in Cabrini Green gone wrong. Same year, over 930 people were killed across Chicago. Attorneys have argued Garrett was beaten and forced into a confession by then CPD detective Richard Zuley, who's been linked to at least 2 other wrongful conviction cases. Prosecutors have said Garrett's story doesn't add up, and that certain claims were disputed by medical experts during trial. In 2023, the State Torture Inquiry and Relief Commission sided with Garrett's claims and, quote, sufficient and credible evidence of misconduct by Zuley. Judge Adrian Davis also heard testimony from a Guantanamo Bay prisoner who alleged similar torture by Zuley. Comment State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke unsuccessfully argued should not be considered in Garrett's case. A decision is expected by July. Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Judges denied a request to detain a teenager who's accused of causing a March crash that left a Downers Grove couple dead.
Prosecutors say 17-year-old Francesco Redina was driving 104 miles per hour before the crash that killed 72-year-old Reed Jacobson and his wife, Catherine Jacobson. It happened on March 27th near Highland Avenue and 35th Street in Downers Grove. Redina was allegedly speeding in a 2022 BMW SUV when he crashed into the couple's car. He's been charged with 2 counts of reckless homicide and will appear back in court on June 15th. Mallory Vorbroker, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
4:34 around the world now. President Trump says he's looking forward to his visit to China.
Speaking to reporters at the White House before the start of his trip, the president was optimistic.
This is going to be a very exciting trip. A lot of good things are going to happen.
When questioned if he will ask China's President Xi for help in ending the war against Iran.
I don't think we need any help with Iran. We'll win it one way or the other. We'll win it peacefully or otherwise.
China buys a lot of its oil from Iran, and some members of the Trump administration have been urging President Xi to exert his influence over that country to help end the war. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Meantime, the president continues to say the ceasefire between Iran and the U.S. is on life support after he rejected Iran's latest response to the peace proposal. At the same time, a member of the Trump administration faced a bipartisan grilling over the war.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth answered questions on Capitol Hill about the status of the ceasefire with Iran and the administration's next steps.
A negotiated settlement
could be the outcome here, where Iran does not have nuclear capabilities. And from the Department of War perspective, we're here to support those options.
The Pentagon also gave lawmakers an updated estimate for the cost of the war, now said to be around $29 billion. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The FDA commissioner is leaving amid some agency turmoil.
President Trump's Food and Drug Administration chief is stepping down. Dr. Marty McCary led the FDA for just over a year.
This administration is not interested in continuing down the path of doing the same old things as we watch our nation's children get sicker.
But he had a rocky tenure with complaints from health executives, anti-abortion activists, and other Trump allies.
He's having some difficulty, but he's going to go on and he's going to do well.
The president will not say if he forced out McCary, who failed to win FDA staff confidence after mass layoffs and controversies where the agency's scientific principles appeared overridden by political interests, including those of Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Sagar Meghani, Washington.
Got some rain moving through the area. We're going to check in on the weather and how that's affecting your roads and traffic, and some relatively low gas prices. All coming your way.
Police car almost got into an accident. Did you see that? There's a police car there. That unmarked car almost got into an accident. Did you see that there? He went through the red light. I should do a red light ticket on his butt. That was a police car almost had an accident there. You saying that, everybody? Let's do a red light ticket. I'm gonna pull the video tomorrow. I'll send it in. I'll see, yeah, doesn't this cop get a red light ticket? We should start doing our own ticket. Why are you watching this live feed from Bangladesh, man? What's your interest in Chicago crime and economy and migrants? Why are you watching this from Bangladesh? We love people from Bangladesh. We love people from all over. But why are you watching this live stream? You ain't gonna be trolling the viewers, are you? And selling them some stuff, huh? I hope you don't do that. That's not appropriate, okay? Do you hear me, Jafar? You hear me, right? My brother or sister, whatever you are. Why are you watching this? What do you like? What do you like about Chicago? What do you like about this so far?
Crazy low interest rates on most new Ford models at Packy Web Ford. In Montgomery, the Marathon on Illinois Route 25 and Boulder Hill, there's gas for $4.69 a gallon. In Oak Forest, the Sitco on Central and 147th, there's gas for $4.69 as well. Coming up,
this is Carolina Garibay. An Australian content creator travels to Chicago to help save a veteran's home in the south suburbs.
That story's coming up, but first, traffic sponsored by...
So, let's get back to that carjacking call. So the car was carjacked out of the 1st District. It ended up on the west side. Again, there's a no-stop policy. They cannot stop a moving car. So they ended up in the west side, but we're at 3542 Douglas, right? They run into the house. It's over. How do they know who those guys are? You can even have them on video. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because now they ran into the house. How do you get any evidence off of them? You can't. That case is basically null and void. I mean, I don't know how you, I mean, maybe, but maybe the witness can identify them. Now you have a solid case again, but you kind of get where I'm going. And then what happens in a lot of these carjacking and stolen car cases, I've listened to them. They drive around for 2-3 hours. That one guy, I have a whole case on the guy out of Cicero. Remember that guy with he was a Latin king with tattoos on his face, ended up on Monticello over there. Remember that a few weeks ago? I got all the documents. I FOIA'd that. I'm going to write up that thing. But he was driving around for 2 to 3 hours from Cicero. He was riding around the wrong direction on the highways, everything. No one stopped him because the state police don't have that policy. The state police can stop him, but Chicago police can't stop him. Yeah, they can use fingerprints, I guess. But all these young kids, they wear those blue gloves now, if you notice. But yes, there's a lot of evidence stuff that can be done to... There's a lot of evidence stuff. But what I'm saying is this, Dave. If you have a criminal that robs a bank, you want to stop him after he robs the bank and take him into custody, not let him drive around all over the town. That's what I'm saying. And in some of the cases, one case, a really early case 2-3 years ago, I reported and CWB reported it. They were robbing people, and their supervisor said don't stop them. So that's where we're at. Okay. Let's get back to the radio calls. Let's see how that ended up, right?
8449.
And then we'll get back to current calls, right?
4712. 4712. Helicopter.
DH1 up.
I gotta start this.
386, favorite.
My computer's acting up. We're gonna restart it from that area where we stopped it, so we can finish the call on the carjacking. So they ended up on the west side. We'll see if they got him in custody, right? That's what we want to see, right?
Yeah, 10-4. Sax game is 07414. 07414.
73.
Should be murder.
Across Douglas. Going southbound. They're going to be on Central Park.
That's the guys. Listen up.
They're going to go southbound.
They were running. See that? Listen. So they ran out of the house. This call is at 328.
73. Go ahead.
7388.
73.
Running across Douglas. Going southbound. They're going to be on Central Park. Looks like they're going to go southbound. One's got a gray hoodie, black shirt, and a black book bag. Maybe a car wants to stop them just to do an ISR on them. But they're at the bus stop.
You at the bus stop on Douglas and Central?
Central Park in Douglas. They're at the bus stop.
Alright, those two males are at the bus stop now, Central Park and Douglas. If anybody wants to put a stop on them, one's wearing a gray hoodie, black shirt, black back.
Walking southbound on Douglas. They're trying to enter into a building.
Okay, they're now walking southbound on Douglas. They're walking southbound on Douglas, just by the alley again. One's wearing a gray hoodie, black shirt, carrying a black book bag.
7387 Adam.
87 Adam, hold on 1 second. 6412 John, you still got eyes?
Yeah, there's this one sitting at the bus stop just west of Central Park. Alright, the others will what I'm doing.
That's your guys, David, at the bus stop.
So we get a couple cars here, just check them out.
Alright, if anybody's on the air is listening, can we get a couple cars over to Central Park in Douglas, Central Park in Douglas, to check those two guys out?
What are you going to do? Well, I have a drone up there. Where are they at?
They're right by the bus stop at Central Park in Douglas. One is wearing a...
And they're using drones.
Gray shirt with a black book bag.
So CPD is using drones.
At the bus stop. The other one's starting to walk northbound on the east side of Central Park towards Douglas. The other guy, it looks like they're about to go in this building.
Pretty wild, huh?
I know there's a couple cars close by. We want to stop them. Okay, now these guys are... Okay, alright.
Those are carjackers.
They're walking into a building. You got an address? 6412 John?
It's going to be... Give me a second of the address, but... It's going to be on the east side of Central Park, just south of Douglas, near the alley. They're looking around pretty hard. They just came from that location where the carjacked car is, out of the building that was parked at. 7387 Adam.
87 Adam.
There's an ambulance rolling on Justice Park Blue Line. We got one taken off of run number 124. He's going to need a mental health transport, maybe just stop the detox.
Alright, then is he still on the platform right now?
Yeah, we got him on the platform, but he has to get
Look at the sparks falling, huh?
Alright, 10-4. I just saw those guys too on camera. 6412 John. They're like standing in the doorway right now.
Yeah, they're staying in the doorway, but if they got a picture, I can identify these guys. They're okay. Now they're looking at the police, and now they just hit their head in.
Those are carjackers you're listening to.
Part of our carjackers.
Alright, 10-4. Yeah, we got multicolored backpack and dark clothing.
49 David 6, I got eyes on him at the building.
And let's thank David. David told us about this case, and we're listening to him, how they're apprehending some carjackers with drones. Let's go back to this because I keep talking like a knucklehead. These are carjackers, right? They're looking for.
87
Adam.
Thanks, Dave. Those are TAC vehicles. TAC vehicle there. That black one is a TAC vehicle too. That's CPD TAC vehicles.
Yeah, we got him on the platform, but we have to get him off the tree.
And there's another TAC vehicle there.
Okay, I just saw those guys too on camera.
Those are tactical vehicles. Look at all the cops here. Man, they got a lot of cops here.
They got a picture. I can identify these guys. They're okay. Now they're looking at the police, and now they just get their head in. This definitely could be part of our carjacking.
Alright, 10-4, yeah, we got beautiful video of their faces just in case on this pod here. 10-4. Alright, it looks like it's going to be a male one, younger with twists in his hair and a gray hoodie. Is going to be number one. The other one's got a multicolored backpack and dark clothing.
49 David 6, I got eyes on him at the building.
We don't got enough cars here. I could watch them. So maybe just stay close by. Let them get comfortable. But they're definitely in the, like, they don't belong in this building. So they're inside the stairwell. So they keep coming in and out. Squad, if you could send me a photo or video from...
This is pretty cool, Dave.
I'd be able to identify them.
It's cool.
163 David on Citywide
163 David.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to, it's a little back, we're at about 3:30 in the radio calls. Carjackers jacked the car here in downtown. They ended up on Douglas and Central, and they're going on around, and the police are monitoring them, and they're using drones to arrest them. That's what you're listening to right now.
Alright, see if they can make contact inside that doorway. He's in the common area. He's inside that doorway.
Alright,
these are carjackers.
They're on Central Park. We're on Central Park.
Alright, they got the guy with the twists detained. The other guy at the backpack, they observed him running up the stairs. A couple more units are pulling up right now to go check the stairwell.
They are clear flag.
Give me just a second. Criminal trespass at Jefferson Park Library. Known regular by the computers needs to go. 536 Street Lawrence, but there's no clear.
Hey Bill, can you keep an eye on the back?
There you go. And we got the regular drug addicts out here. See that there? In the rain. How about that? See that there?
Yep, that's the one right there. Alright, they got him. They got them both detained.
Both detained, Davey!
3 and Citywide. We got a kidnapping just occurred.
Oh, shit.
63 and King.
63rd and King.
Headed going eastbound now.
King kidnapping.
About 5 minutes ago, it's a gray Toyota, it's an Uber driver, and a gray Toyota Camry. Boy David 23411.
Oh man, kidnapping.
23411. If you see this car, please let us know. Uber driver took off with the woman's children.
Oh my gosh! Did you hear that?
Alright.
That's wild. What the hell is that?
Yep, that's the one right there. Alright, they got him. They got him.
So we got two of the carjackers. They were arrested at about 3:34. But now listen to this. There's a kidnapping. An Uber driver kidnapped children. Listen up. Listen up.
Alright, units in 3 and Citywide. We got a kidnapping just occurred from 63 and King. It was last seen headed going eastbound now from 63 and Vernon about 5 minutes ago. It's a gray Toyota, it's an Uber driver, and a gray Toyota Camry. Boy David 23411. Boy David 23411. If you see this car, please let us know. Uber driver took off with the woman's children. District 3 Zone 7.
Oh man, that's messed up.
Alright, I'll come back to that one in just a second. Anybody on scene 1407 South Central Park, be advised, we're just looking for a key. If anyone can advise, the car was taken with the key in it, and they're still looking for the key.
49 David 6, yeah, squad, they're checking the backpack and the people now.
Check.
6412 George.
Go ahead.
Hey, squad, can you have 163 David, I believe, give me a call whenever you're ready. I give the number.
I'm ready to go.
773-416-0080.
10 for 163, David.
63, David.
When you're ready for the number.
Go ahead.
773-416-0080.
10-4, I'll call right now.
Perfect, thanks.
389 Adam.
Yeah, Adam, good.
Let me get any event number for a train ride on car 5144 going northbound from Roosevelt.
Alright, 10-4. That's 07683.
What day?
Adam.
83 Adam.
Hold on, everybody stand by just a second. Please, sorry, I got a lot going on.
Kidnapping, man.
Alright, just be advised for the air too, one of the subjects does indeed have a set of keys for a Ford, which is the type of vehicle that we are looking for. Okay, 7383, Eddie, I believe I heard, go ahead.
7386 Adam.
86 Adam.
Number Roosevelt Red Line.
Yes, that is 07695. And other unit coming in, go ahead.
83 Adam.
Yeah, 783 Adam, go ahead, sir.
Number for red line 95th.
Alright, that is 07698. 789, boy, go ahead.
Your number for Laramie Green Line, please.
Yeah, Laramie Green
somebody
Line
sleeping
is
there.
07702. Next unit, go ahead.
389 Charlie.
89 Charlie.
For Sunville Green Line.
Yeah, alright, that is 07706.
All kinds of stuff happening down here, huh?
$7383 Charlie. Get a check 69 red line, please.
Yeah, that is 077710.
7383 Edward. Goodbye, can I get a number?
Edward, you got it. That is 077724. Okay, alright, again from 63rd.
What's going on with the internet? I guess I'm down here in Lower Wacker. We're gonna see there. Everybody's hiding down here because it's raining now. We're gonna pass by here, then we're gonna go some other places. We'll see what's going on. This is the drug spot, right? There's a whole bunch of people down here right now.
7386.
We missed that.
God for Dad.
Alright. Everybody disregard looking for that Toyota Camry. Again, the boy David 23411, gray Toyota Camry with kids inside. Disregard that vehicle.
So they found it.
Thank you. Off alert?
Yeah, more or less. Kids are safe. That's what matters.
7362.
7362.
Well, let's get a pickup at Roosevelt in the red.
Yep, that is 08267.
7386 Charlie.
786 Charlie.
Can I get a number for a check at Clark and Lake?
Yep, that is 08271.
We ain't gonna get through there, huh?
8383 Frank.
That's our little spot that we get through there, right?
29th and Oakley.
We ain't going through there, so we're gonna have to go another way.
That is 08273.
PH1 City Line.
PH1.
Hey, good afternoon. We're up. Can I please get the number of the south side?
All right, good afternoon. Your event number 08276. 57 I.M.
PH is interested. A couple minutes ago, westbound I-55 at Western is a stolen silver Mitsubishi Lancer, Lincoln 705440.
There you go.
Right,
Stolen car.
Western, again, it's a Mitsubishi Lancer, Lincoln 705440.
That came in at 425.
We're heading that way now.
All right. 787 Adam.
Number Blue Line, Cumberland.
Yeah, that is 08288.
7383 Adam.
783.
So we get one for 95 red line.
Yeah, somewhere. That's 08299.
For the units in the 2nd District on the Citywide, getting a battery in progress at the Marianos, 3857 South King. That's 3839 on King Drive. It's a female security guard that is fighting with 3 men. I got no weapons, no descriptions on further.
That's messed up.
7397.
7397.
You show me in the south with 97 David. We're good.
All right, 10-4. That is 08321.
Female security guard fighting with 3 males at the Marianos, 38th and King Drive.
389 boy.
7389 boy.
Could we get another number for Laramie Green Line, please?
Yep, that is 08332.
383 Edward.
783.
We get one for 35th.
Yep, that is 08336.
PH1 Citywide.
PH.
Alright, we're overhead. Do you know where the next LPR is after Western?
What is it? Cicero, I think? 5700 Adam.
5700 Adam, I believe, so I'm not sure.
Alright, we think it's Cicero from memory.
That's one. Okay.
386 Adam.
786 Adam.
Number for Roosevelt, red line.
Yeah, that is 08358.
5 o'clock news has come up. That's what we'll listen to, right?
Red line and 79 number, please.
Yep, that is 08361.
73889 Adam.
789 Adam.
Hey, it's Green Line Cicero.
This is the news.
Frequency mode.
Urging President Xi to exert his influence over that country to help end the war. Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth headed back to Capitol Hill to defend the Pentagon's $1.5 trillion budget request before the House Appropriations Subcommittee on Defense. Some lawmakers have requested more details about the cost of the war with Iran. California Democrat Pete Aguilar has asked Secretary Hegseth,
is the theory to create more ceasefires or more projects just to evade the War Powers Act?
The theory of the entire case is to prevent Iran from having a nuclear weapon.
President Trump's plan to put weapons in space will come with a much heftier price tag than he originally said, and CBS's Candy McCormick reports.
A Congressional Budget Office analysis suggests the cost could be $1.2 trillion for 20 years. That's significantly higher than what President Trump mentioned last year, $175 billion. The system is inspired by Israel's Iron Dome and would detect and intercept missiles at all stages of an attack. Trump wants it to be operational when his term ends in 2029.
After 10 weeks of the war with Iran, the Consumer Price Index shows that inflation is accelerating. This puts the Federal Reserve in a position where it's unlikely to lower interest rates anytime soon. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Clearly, they are monitoring whether the inflationary impact of the war will bleed through for a longer period of time and impact other parts of the economy. For now, prices are higher and wages overall are not keeping up with this recent spike in prices.
Colorado authorities identified the man who was fatally struck by a plane on a runway at Denver International Airport last Friday. A Frontier Airlines plane attempting to take off hit 41-year-old Michael Mott after he scaled a perimeter fence. The medical examiner rules Mott's death a suicide. Denver Police Chief Ron Thomas adds,
As we speak, investigators are out continuing to contact family and others who knew him to see if there are additional information that we can learn about his motivations.
Stocks closed mixed on Wall Street. This is CBS News.
What is going on?
What's going on here? How is this possible? Great storytelling starts here.
Oh, come on.
Why? It's time for 60 Minutes.
Thanks for tuning in. We're listening to the 5 o'clock news now.
News Radio 105.9 and WBBMNewsRadio.com.
5:03 Tuesday, the 12th day of May. Good afternoon. Thanks for tuning in and joining us today. I'm Lisa Fielding. We've got rain moving through the area. Light rain in midway. It looks like a heavier rain to our south.
You guys bailed from it in the area of 66 in Sangamon. They got the driver detained. They're looking for the passenger in.
66 in Sangamon. 2 people bailed out of a stolen car. 1 in custody. 66 in Sangamon. Bailed out of a stolen car. 1 in custody.
2026-27 school year heats up. Like many school districts across the country, a statement reads, CPS is navigating ongoing financial strains, working to ensure every student has access to a rigorous, equitable, and joyful daily learning experience. That strain, leaders say, is a more than $732 million projected deficit, given, quote, federal and state funding has not kept up with student need. Other concerns raised by CEO Dr. Macklin King, aging facilities, rising labor costs, and declining enrollment. King also suggests adding special education positions and classrooms district-wide, as well as more resources for multilingual students. Budgets must be finalized by June 9th. Andy Dane, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
The city of Chicago's lower minimum wage for restaurant and bar workers would be in effect for a few additional years under a new plan advanced by the city council. Alderman gave preliminary approval to the measure that freezes the current wage for service workers for 2 years, with an additional 2-year freeze for smaller restaurants. Restaurant owners have been asking for help dealing with numerous rising costs.
Subaru recovered, weapon recovered, 66 in Sangamon.
Costs as well.
In passing this substitute, the council would be freezing wages for several years for the lowest wage workforce in Chicago in the midst of the greatest cost of living increase in United States history.
But she and the restaurant industry say they support the compromise, which eventually will lead to all workers in the city receiving the same minimum wage, now headed to the full city council. Well, Illinois health officials are investigating a possible hantavirus case in Winnebago County, but is not linked to the deadly cruise ship outbreak. The Illinois Department of Public Health is monitoring the situation and currently doing additional testing to confirm that the resident is positive, but it could take up to 10 days to get those results. IDPH believes the patient contracted the virus in a home with rodent droppings and think it is the North American strain of hantavirus, which is not spread from person to person. Officials continue to caution residents in the state that the risk of contracting hantavirus of any kind remains very low in Illinois. Meantime, the WHO has confirmed 11 cases now are all linked to that cruise ship in the other case. 4 people, including a baby and 2 Chicago police officers, were hurt in a rollover crash in the city's Chatham neighborhood today. Happened this morning. A marked squad car was driving north on State when a Volkswagen SUV was driving east on 87th. Police say the 2 cars collided into the intersection and the black car flipped over onto its roof. The 26-year-old driver and her 9-month-old baby were taken to the hospital, but they are in good condition. Some students at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign still feeling the effects of that Cyber attack. They had to take their final exams on Mother's Day after that cyber attack, the Canvas cyber attack.
Moving Friday's finals to Mother's Day was a decision U of I leadership says emerged as the best option among a list of potential solutions. The decision came after Instructure, the company that operates online learning system Canvas, says it struck a deal with hackers to delete data they stole in a cyber attack that impacted 9,000 schools and 275 million people. Canvas was temporarily offline while Instructure investigated, locking out 105.9 WBBM.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Patti Smith returning to her native Chicago this fall to pick up a literary award.
Patti Smith has always been known for her writing, her poetic lyrics that floated over punchy guitar riffs in the early New York punk scene. Ann K. Ream, co-chair of the selection committee for the Harold Washington Literary Award, nominated Smith.
She has a great loyalty to the city, and I think we have not necessarily given her due as a writer. So for us, I think it was a lifetime achievement.
Ream says through Smith's music, she was introduced to the full power of literature. The award at a dinner put on by the New York South Planning Board ahead of the Printers Row Lit Fest. Nancy Hardy, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
It's 5:08. Time to check in on the roads, traffic and weather.
All right, let's get back to the radio call, see what we missed in the last 10 minutes, all right? So they got those stolen car people on Sangamon.
You may have shut down again.
All right. What's that?
Or is there a description of it?
3213. CPA just called and is claiming that bus 8885, I guess, is disabled again. Southbound at 31st Street?
No, this might be the second time.
Alright, 10-4. Yeah, they just called about 3 minutes ago.
He's still there. That was on 18th Street. You may have shut down again.
Alright.
All right, let's go back about 20 minutes, see what we missed. We'll go, it's 5:08, we'll go back to about, maybe we'll go to here, we'll start about here, 4:39. Let's see what the radio calls are, going back about 20 minutes.
797 David.
Street stop, blue line parking lot.
10-4, that's 08443.
7389 Charlie.
789 Charlie.
Gonna have you been over for a central green line?
Yep, that is 08446.
86 boy.
Frequency mode.
786 boy.
Jackson red line.
Yep, it's 08449.
4712.
4712.
Well, good afternoon. Hold me down at the train here, please.
Hooray, good afternoon.
7329.
7329.
Can you hold me down at the red line?
Tax name is 07414. 07414.
7388 boy.
788 boy.
Medical district, blue line, platform.
Yep, it is 08461.
7397 David.
978.
Run his name for me.
Go ahead.
That's an Illinois ID actually. 5340-0782-016 all.
10-4.
737 Adam.
87 Adam.
And order Rosemont blue line.
Sure, that is 08475. And 7397 David, you better have it. 4. Alright, valid photo ID. He's got one warrant, failing to appear on a trespassing charge out of Kankakee County. It will be valid in Cook County. He's also listed as Vice Lord.
7397.
Go ahead.
David, you can show one in custody. Can you also send us an ambulance? You want to go to the hospital?
All right, one in custody, 1643 hours. I'll get you the ambulance. Yes, that is 08488.
PH1 Citywide.
PH1.
Citywide, can you have mobile with 5700 Adam?
Yeah, 5700 Adam for the mobile.
5700 Adam. 5700 Adam, Illinois plate Frank Tom 51951. That's Frank Tom 51951. Is it still active? It's listed as a homicide. Silver Hyundai.
Homicide car.
Yep, that is 0.
This is we're going to track it.
They're tracking it.
Still shows felony vehicle wanted for homicide on our end.
They're tracking a homicide car.
7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
Can I get an event 69 red line?
Yep, that is 08507.
This one, listen up.
Yes, that is 08488. PH1.
Citywide, can you have mobile with 5700 Adam?
Yeah, 5700 Adam for the mobile.
5700 Adam. 5700 Adam, Illinois plate Frank Tom 51951. That's Frank Tom 51951.
They're still sleeping out here, see that?
It's listed as a homicide. Silver Hyundai.
DCB.
This is and we're going to track it.
Alright, yeah, PH still shows felony vehicle wanted for homicide on our end.
7383 Charlie.
7383 Charlie.
Can I get an event 69 red line?
Yep, that is 08507. Hey, 5700 Adam.
5700 Adam.
We're going to have to look into this one, because there's a tow ticket on this car for after the felony vehicle info was put in.
Copy. So something's weird with it because this plate hits on quite a few different type of vehicles. None of them a white Honda Accord.
Okay, that may be it then.
737 Adam.
788 Adam.
So can we get a number for riding the blue line from Harlem to Stevens?
Yeah, that for it. That is 08527. Alright, PH1,
Citywide, go ahead.
that specific vehicle appears to have been lit on fire. But I think, yeah, like 5700 Adam mentioned, I think they're using the plates on multiple different vehicles now. But the original vehicle wanted for homicide, we have found the ticket and it was lit on fire back in March.
Thank you.
Wow.
All right, no problem.
Are you guys listening to that?
For my bus check units, for the units doing bus checks.
So did everybody hear that? They're tracking a car that has a plate that's wanted for a homicide. And now they have the records, they double checked that the car that the plate came off of that committed the homicide was burned in March. Yeah, pretty well. I'm wondering if that's the homicide. If that's that homicide and I was on the west side, we got to double check that. You know what I'm talking about, right? That was the triple homicide up there, right? 3 or 4 people were shot on the west side. We got to double check that. I don't know if that was in March or April. Remember the one that was dumped down over there by Brandon Johnson's house? We got to check. This might be it. I'm going to tag this call and double track that. That plate might be off of that homicide car on the from the west side that we were at. We got the picture of it. I'm gonna go backwards and get that call there. I think this is it. Alright, I'm gonna just mark that and then we'll go forward, alright? Thanks.
Here's an 18 I got a person with a gun out here running Orleans. She's involved in a two-car accident. The other driver put a gun on her. Dark red Nissan Rogue versus 10 Cadillac. Escalade Sam Mary 42962. Natalia is your caller. The Escalade fled the scene again. It's here on Orleans. It's on 4th Street.
Alright, for my mass transit units, getting the EMS call up at Howard of the Red Line. Red Line at Howard. The 7th car in the row, northbound side, car number 5286. There's a male who's bleeding, unknown why, fires.
Howard Red Line. At the end, there's somebody that's bleeding, needs help.
7370 squad, I don't have any units up there.
Okay, very good, thank you. 3213.
Yeah, put me at about 1800 northbound on the drive with a stalled bus, CTA bus, 1885 in the third lane.
You got all tinted out windows, man. You're an illegal car, bro. This guy's beeping his horn here. He's got all tinted windows. Look at that.
3212.
Look at this. Look at that. 7207 livery. An illegal car. Look at that. All those tinted windows out. And he's beeping his horn in the rain. That's how they are, man. They do illegal stuff, right? It's an illegal car. You can't have tinted windows in Chicago. Not that tint. I got a ticket for a tint before, right? I'm just saying, the guy's beeping his horn like a maniac, right?
3240. Right now, we just have 13 and 15 on the drive.
There's another one with tinted windows. Got that? They're all jacked up, man. They're all doing their weird stuff out here, right? They can't handle themselves. Everybody's jacked up for money. They're all messed up. And they're breaking the law on top of it. You got it? They're all jacked up because they need to make money, and they're running around with their cars doing Ubers or whatever the bullshit they're doing, and they're all illegal with tinted windows, all kinds of bullshit, probably from the suburbs, right? Beeping their horns, right? And it's raining out in the middle of downtown. That guy there too, right there. See him? Look at how he's driving. See that there? That guy right there. See that?
Northbound Dan Ridge from 83rd.
Reckless driver right there.
Henry 25287
They're all reckless drivers, right? Whatever, man. I thought I was a reckless driver. Don't have nobody assigned up there. That was a Howard Red Line. No one was assigned up there, right? I know he's stuck in traffic. These are all suburbanites, most of these guys. They don't know how it is to be driving in the city, right?
This is 3 CY, criminal suspect, progress 7451 on Bennett. 8, you are at the back of the complainant's home, smoking and shooting dice.
Smoking and shooting dice.
Good afternoon. You hold me down on the box event. Good afternoon, sir. 10-4.
You ain't going nowhere now, are you, bro? You beeping your horn, aren't you? Man, where are you going now? You ain't going nowhere, man. That's the way life goes. Alright, we're gonna cut through this alley, right?
389 Adam. 799.
Maybe we'll go, I'm gonna go check someplace. See what's, I'm gonna go check a tent city right now. I haven't been to. That's what we're gonna go check, son.
386 David. 786 David. Chicago Red. Yeah, 08923. Charlie. 786 Charlie. Hey, Park and Lake check, please. Yep, it is 08932.
We're listening to the calls live now, by the way. So we got carjackers busted on Central and Douglas. We have a stolen car with a gun down on 66 in Saginaw. We have kids that were kidnapped, but then it turns out that it was the father or somebody that was related to them in the Uber car, or he got them back. So that's where we're at. There was a car crash up on the north side between a squad and a lady with a 9-month-old kid. So we got a few things going on. You just got to watch yourself nowadays. I always worry about my kids. My kids are bicyclists. I used to be a bicyclist. It's so dangerous in the city of Chicago, and too many people don't pay attention, you know what I mean? And everybody's in a rush. I get it. We're all in a rush. We all have to be somewhere, but you know, when you start being reckless, then you start to wonder, yeah, what is that about, right? Are you really, should you be behind the wheel, whatever? I mean, you don't want to, I mean, people got to get to where they got to get to, whatever the reason there is, so. All right. Where are you going, man? It's there. You ain't going nowhere, man. It's all jacked up here. They keep beeping the horn, but it's jacked up, right? Don't know. Something's jacked up that way. It was here like this yesterday. I was over here. Right. I don't know what's going on over there. There's construction or what? Well, there's construction here on State Street, so that's why. Just posting a story about a guy just got busted with 2 kilos of narcotics. In Cook County. Alright, ready to go? And there you go, guy. Dude, man. What you doing, bro? That's what happens, right? Jam, jam, jam. Now you're watching how traffic jams start, right? You got a bunch of people that don't know how to drive in the city, and that's the problem. I'm telling you, they're not from the city.
3213.
You can tell, man.
Yeah, I think the bus got disabled again. We got another call saying that they're stuck again in the northbound lane. And for everybody else, keep an eye on Lakeshore Drive southbound from Chicago. Southbound Lakeshore from Chicago, a reckless white Honda Accord, Eddie Nora 97966. Nothing further.
Reckless Honda Accord. What did I just say? Reckless drivers, right? Yeah, well, you know, that's the way. Let's see if there's something going on, and let's see if the drug addicts are in there.
7386 Adam.
There you go, man.
786 Adam.
Go or what? Come on.
Is that number Roosevelt red line, please?
Yeah, why don't you take 08980.
Let's see what's going on in this alley here, right? Let's squeeze on in here, right? What kind of nonsense is going on back here? That's what we're gonna. There's a couple of guys hanging there, and let's see if we can squeeze past here, right? I don't know why they put their expensive cars back here. Got it? Nice and easy. We fit right through there, right, Jason? that was a little tight one there. We're gonna go around here. We're gonna go check out a shelter. I'm not a shelter, a tent city. See what they're doing in the rain over here. I remember I gave some guy a jump here 2-3 years ago. He was from Tajikistan or something, or Tajikistan. I don't know if it's the T1 or the D1, right here. And he was one of these Uber drivers. Man, he didn't speak no English. None. Zero. And he's driving around. I go, man, where are you from? He goes, Tajikistan. And what? You know where that at? I said, yeah, that's somewhere in Central Asia. He goes, oh, yeah, you know. And I said, yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, we jumped him. That was funny. Guy could barely speak English and he's running around our city, right? Delivering people. I guess. To each his own. Everybody's got a right to make some money, man. You know, if you're making money legally, that's cool, man. We shouldn't stop people. If you're here illegally, then you need to be deported. That's one thing. But if you're here and you're trying to make money and you can't speak English, yeah, I guess that's a problem. But you know, as long as you're trying to hustle and you're trying to make money legally, and that's okay, man. That's what I'm about, right? And same thing with those young kids. You know, teach those young kids, those carjackers, how to work. So like those carjackers that they just busted on Central, right? Think about this. I think they were teenagers, and they got busted at 3:30, which is dismissal. So why weren't they in school? What are they doing, right? What are these young people doing? We got this mayor who's stealing billions of dollars from us, talking about summer programs and all that crap, right? And he loves everybody and blah, blah, blah. He has a 30-man security detail to turn on the Buckingham Fountain. Everybody's seen that video, right? Everybody's seen that video where he had like 30 people surrounding him for Buckingham Fountain. What a weirdo. And then he loves this and he's doing this and all this and he's soul of the city, right? And so, but we just heard on the radio, most likely those are, I think they said they were M1s. M1 is male black, right? And they have 2, I think, Hispanic, like that. That's how it goes. So, you have 2 black teenagers, young black people, carjacking people in downtown. And ending up on the west side. So what are they doing? Are they downtown because of school? Are they here because of college? Are they working? Why were they downtown? Has anybody done any of this stuff? Why were they downtown? Are they picking victims? Are they predators? Are they specifically targeting certain people? You know, we don't have any of these answers, right? The city is completely shut down. It's like the shot spotter. Even the most left Alderman Vasquez, Alderman 40th Ward, he's been put in power by the Chicago Teachers Union. Even he says there's no transparency here. Even he says there's no transparency. You kind of get it? That's what we're dealing with. It's wild. 5:30 News. Let's listen to 5:30 News. Then we'll go back to the radio calls. 5:30 is usually local, right?
Lower today after inflation shot higher in April. The Dow up 56 points, but the Nasdaq down 186. The S&P lower by 12. I'm Tom Busby at Bloomberg.
We've got light rain and clouds. Temperatures in the 60s right now. It's 5:31. Strong aldermen have endorsed a new plan to slow down the elimination of the city's lower minimum wage for restaurant and bar workers. With an update, here's WBBM political editor Jeff Buckle.
Is it true that the success of a compromise is measured by how much people don't like it? Then this latest drive to change the timetable for phasing out Chicago's tip credit for service workers is a winner. Sam Toya from the Illinois Restaurant Association.
We will always oppose the elimination of credit. We can support the substitute.
Saru Jayaraman from the One Fair Wage Coalition.
We can live with this substitute.
Sponsor Red Burnett says his proposal would freeze the current tipped wage at $12.62 an hour for 2 years, with an additional 2-year freeze for mom and pop restaurants.
This allows for more time for it to be done right.
And for restaurants to adjust to the increase in labor costs, as well as rising expenses for everything from food to equipment, but it preserves the eventual end of the so-called sub-minimum wage. It's now headed to the full council. We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Local health experts are giving the concept of school recess an A+.
Part of it is so they can have unstructured time, and part of it's just to make sure they're getting exercise and exposure to sunlight and just having time to relax.
Interim Chair of Pediatrics at Loyola Medicine, Dr. Sarah Hohen, reacting to new guidance from the Chicago-based American Academy of Pediatrics. It says a break from learning is critical for students of all ages.
The value for mental health and our physical health, to put the phone down, go for a walk for 20 minutes, go outside and just feel the sunshine on your face and just feel the wind. There's so much benefit to that.
Dr. Hohen says there's a lot for educators to learn from the first recess policy update since 2013.
The hope is that this can be used to leverage for school administrators to get more support, both to make sure they have access to good equipment and also to make sure that they have sufficient staff that they can supervise large groups of children outside.
Andy Day, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Australian internet personality leading the cause to help save a veteran's home in Chicago's south suburbs.
23-year-old Sam Weidenhofer traveled 10,000 miles to Chicago Heights to help disabled Army veteran Latour Turner, whose home is in foreclosure due to tax and mortgage issues. Known online as It Sozer to nearly 3 million Instagram followers, Weidenhofer visited Turner's home to surprise him with good news.
I'm traveling to 50 states to help 50 veterans, and I've got $1,000 to start today, and I run a platform with 15 million people. So we're going to share your story to over 15 million people to support your situation, try and pay off your house and anything else you need.
Turner served for 15 months in Iraq. He accumulated over $243,000 in debt. Weidenhofer started a GoFundMe page for him that has now raised nearly $45,000.
Yep, 090.
Carolina Garibay, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
5:34 around the world. President Trump is on his way to China for a high-stakes summit with President Xi Jinping. CBS's Kelly O'Grady expects trade to be a major topic for the pair.
There are a number of areas I think the president is going to look to get better terms for Americans and American businesses. One is going to be farming.
The 14-year-old autistic male that we've been looking for on the buses has been located. He is safe and sound, and he is reunited with his family.
14-year-old autistic kid missing, just got reunited. Woohoo! Yeah, we got good stories on this thing today, huh? There we go. That's good. I like that, right?
Consumer Price Index jumped 3.8% from April a year ago. On a month-to-month basis, they rose 0.6% from March. Gas prices were up 5.4%. Still, so-called core prices, which leave out food and energy, rose relatively modestly, suggesting the energy price spike is not spilling over much into other costs. Yesterday, President Trump said once the war ends,
You're going to see gasoline and oil drop like a rock.
But for now, Americans are getting squeezed by gas prices that have shot past $4.50 a gallon. Sagar Medani, Washington.
And we're going to check in some low gas prices along with your weather and traffic coming up next. It's 5:36.
Sounds good. Let's listen to radio calls. So that's usually the local news, right? That comes up, right? I think so. And where are we done? Is it 35 or 36, 38? I don't know. I can't keep track of this WBBM anymore. Let's see what they got coming up. If they got any local stuff coming. I think they talked about the sub-minimum wage, right? That's about it. That's about the biggest story they came up with, right? I don't know why you're forcing employers to pay a certain amount.
For so many years.
I get it. There should be a minimum something, but forcing people to pay a certain amount. And here, this is the thing. This is my philosophy. You keep raising taxes, raising fees, raising this, raising that. And then when is the end? Well, how much are you going to pay a McDonald's employee? So if you're paying a McDonald's employee $50 an hour, how much are you going to pay a plumber? You see what I mean? That's not how it works. You lower taxes, lower fees, lower everything, And that way people can live, right? That's how you live. You don't keep raising prices. That's the wrong thing there.
332 South.
But the unions do it to justify their salaries.
The lowest gas prices
That's why
from News Radio 105.9.
That's why unions raise other people's wages, so their wages go up, right? Internally. I used to work for a union.
Citywide, we're getting a theft in progress. 5227 South Troy, 5227 South Troy. Car say it sounds like someone is trying to break into their truck that's parked in the front. Caller's husband is going out there. No further information.
Oh, man, that's dangerous. Caller's husband, right? Oh, I hope he doesn't get hurt. Hope that guy don't get hurt.
3213. Yeah, I think the bus got disabled again. We got another call saying that they're stuck again in the northbound lane. Hey, for everybody else, keep an eye out. Lakeshore Drive southbound from Chicago. Southbound Lakeshore from Chicago. A reckless white Honda Accord. Eddie Nora 97966. Nothing further.
7386 Adam.
786 Adam.
Is that number Roosevelt Rail Line, please?
Yeah, why don't you take 08980.
What?
Charlie. 4735. Home number at 1747 North 22. That.
Yep, that is 09106.
7386.
786.
That number for Sergeant Lake, please.
Yep, that is 0.
I'm trying to get out of downtown and I can't.
Yeah, no problem.
Lions to trail, please.
We're gonna try here.
Yep, that's 09109.
Jackson Road.
Yep, that is 09048.
7383, boy.
Alright, I do have good news. The 14-year-old autistic male that we've been looking for on the buses has been located. He is safe and sound, and he is reunited with the family.
I'm trying to get out of downtown and I keep going in a circle.
Can I get an event for a car from Lake?
09115.
83 Adam.
780.
Number 495 North Line.
Yep, that's 09117.
David, yeah, that is 09070.
KH1 Citywide.
KH1 9 Citywide, we're getting a test in progress. 5227 South Troy, 5227 South Troy. Car say it sounds like someone is trying to break into their truck that is parked in the front. Caller's husband is going out there. No further information. Zone 13 clear.
That's dangerous.
389 Charlie. 789 Charlie.
Okay, that is 09116.
389 Adam.
789 Adam.
Lions Cicero, please.
Yep, that's 09109.
7383, boy.
738 point.
Another number squad for 79 in red, please.
Yep, that's 09112.
Yeah, we're stuck in traffic, it looks like. It rains a little bit and everything gets messed up.
Alright.
7383 Frank.
Kind of weird, ain't it?
Frank.
What's 79 to Oakley going eastbound?
Okay, that is 09119.
Trying to get out west right now, and I can't get out of the city.
Citywide, we have assault in progress. Madison, Whipple, and Madison.
Tight, event for Clarkson Lake.
Spitting blood, telling people
Yep,
he has
09115.
no weapon.
83 Adam.
Adam.
Number 4, 95th and red line.
Yep, it's 09117.
So it rains and the traffic gets crazy, huh? That's today's.
Hey, we're up from Midway.
Weird.
7383 Frank.
Weird.
Frank.
What's 79 to Oakley going eastbound?
Okay, that is 09119.
Units in 11 Citywide, we have assault in progress. Madison and Whipple, and Madison. Says a man standing outside the store spitting blood, telling people he has HIV. Male, black, last seen wearing red shirt, blue coat, no weapon. Nothing further. Zone 10, District 11, clear.
771, 710, 730, units over the Citywide. We're going to call up a person with the 97210 South Carolina, 7210 South Carolina. Said that the brother is stabbing himself. He's in the kitchen. His name is Donald. He's stabbing himself all over the body. Suffers from mental health issues. Children on scene screaming. And that's all that we have so far. Nothing further.
That's bad.
District 7.
Did you hear that? Brother stabbing himself while there's children in the house. That's bad. You can listen to the call.
5700 M.
Listen up.
Units over the Citywide. We're going to call up a person with the 97210 South Carolina, 7210 South Carolina. Said that the brother is stabbing himself. He's in the kitchen. His name is Donald. He's stabbing himself all over the body. Suffers from mental health issues. Children on scene screaming. And that's all that we have so far. Nothing further. This is Zone 6, District 7, and we are clear.
That's sad. That's sad. Yeah, a whole squad of undercovers right next to me.
If you're interested, we have a street bill all the way north. So it's going northbound from 4401 North Central Avenue. It's going to be a 2015 Jeep Grand Cherokee, white in color. And the
What's up, man?
It's going to be Eddie William 533390.
All right, 10-4 again, northbound from 4401 North on Central. It's a 2015 white Jeep Grand Cherokee. Eddie William 533390. It's a street deal.
PH1, we'll head that way.
10-4.
7386 David.
7386 David.
Number for Chicago area.
Yep, it is 09174.
See, most cops know me. They're like, what's up? I wanted to say, why the F did you let that other dude arrest me, man? Most dudes know me downtown, so I've been doing this for a little while. It is what it is. What's up, Marietta?
Charlie.
Charlie.
We just been going in circles. A lot of traffic today. When it rains, what are we gonna say? When it rains, no, we don't want to say when it rains, it pours. When it rains, it stops. I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Something to talk about. A little bit of rain shut down the city. See that? Look at this, all this. Now, one of the things is those big buses. And then you got the Ubers blocking the bus lanes and all of that stuff. All unregulated.
I don't think you want to be that one.
Sir Charles.
Whatever. We're stuck in traffic, and that's alright. How life goes sometimes.
Frequency mode.
Tuesday is movie night, so I'm trying to get to a tent city and see how they're doing in the rain.
7300.
You know, we might then shut it down from there because Tuesdays is our movie night, right?
Can I get a bus check, please?
And that is 09205.
Hey, I like that. When it rains, people's minds go slow in traffic. I like that. See that? We come up with the headlines for the next day.
Disturbance. How about making that a 505?
Alright, you got it. 09208. 09208.
What's up, Ezel?
7387.
Like when it snows, people get all excited, right?
Yeah, squad, we got a handway rule while we're working on our machine here at 58 north Gannon. We had a disturbance. How about making that a 5 frame?
Alright, you got it. 09208. 09208.
At least you guys are watching downtown. It's good to see crowd. But look, here, I want to show you this. It's not crowded. It's just bottlenecked. You see that? It's empty there. See, it's empty?
With a gun on Jackson in California. California and Jackson. Caller states the male just got out of a car and tapped the female's car window with a gun.
See, it's empty. Look. There ain't nobody here. It's fake. It's a fake thing. It's just bottlenecking. It's a few buses.
Westbound license plate 11365. Zone 10.
It's a few buses, it's a few Ubers, and then it gets all jacked up, right? That's all. I just showed you. There's nobody downtown. There's no traffic here. It just bottlenecked. There's a few construction projects, and that's it. You're going to hear a gun call.
Citywide, we have a person with a gun on Jackson in California. California and Jackson. Caller states the male just got out of a car and tapped the female's car window with a gun. Female drove away in opposite direction. Offender male wearing a gray jogging suit, driving a gray Chevy Cruze. Partial license ending in 11365. Last seen headed westbound, license plate 11365. Zone 10, District 11 clear.
I just showed you Lake Street, there ain't nobody there, right? So I don't know what's going on here, but whatever. It is what it is. You gotta go with what you got, right?
Yeah, 5700M.
We're gonna do some. Let's do some zigzagging. I probably shouldn't do this. I should probably keep going straight. We're gonna try something here, right? We're gonna try something. I'm trying to get west is what I'm trying to do. That's where I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to get to go west. Let's see if somebody lets me through, right?
All right, we can disregard that white Jeep Grand Cherokee that was actually 25 driving it. They have a couple different people in custody, I believe, at least one in custody, possibly two, from that Jeep.
So we got another...
Yeah, it is 08711.
Thank you.
Yep,
08711, right?
If you're trying, you can take a wave off as well, okay?
Yeah, it's one copy.
What was it? 08... What was it?
All right, we can disregard that white Jeep Grand Cherokee that was actually 25 driving it. They have a couple different people in custody, I believe, at least one in custody, possibly two, from that Jeep.
Got it. Do you have the event?
Yeah, it is 08711.
Thank you.
Yep, absolutely.
Stolen white Jeep recovered. Stolen white Jeep recovered. Event.
Yeah, Troy, you can take a wave off as well, okay?
Yeah, it's one copy. Six four.
786 point.
Next run.
Yep, it is 09262.
Alright, let's get out of this. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. It's all whatever. But hey, we'll figure it out. You gotta go with what you got. You can't go with what you ain't got, because you ain't got it. See, look. Now there's no traffic here. There's no one parking here. There's nobody here. You see that? There's no one right here. There's no one. So the downtown is not filled. It's fake. Someone wrote about this in New York. They create the bike lanes to look like it's congested when it isn't. Somebody wrote a whole article, a whole study on that. It's a scam. They make it look like you are down there, like it's crowded. They make it. I'll dig it up. The guy did a whole I think he does what I do in New York. I don't know what he does, but he did a lot of videotaping and watching. He's like, look, and he says, look, it's not crowded. Here it's crowded, and he shows another street, says it's empty. It's because this is where people drive, and they bottleneck is one thing, right? Second, there's construction and all that, but he goes, it's not empty per the number of people that should be there. Look, there's no one here now. Did you see that? There's now no one here. There's no one on this street that I just looked east and west, right? See that? What do I always say about this stuff? Look at the surface parking. It's all empty. All the surface parking is empty here. It's 5:55 p.m. So where did all that traffic come from? Where is it all going? It's all going in one way, right? It's a bottleneck. Let's see if we can get over there. How's that looking over there? We might go down a little, one more south. See that how it's starting to build up traffic? We'll see. See that guy, man? I almost hit that guy there. See, there's no one here, right? Oh, there you go, man. Whatever. It just cut me off there, right? But whatever. I got a bigger truck. So they creating the conditions where it looks like it's crowded when it isn't. It's fake. There's a guy, West Loop Tom. He was the first guy that started attacking my videos. Actually, I did a video here it's going to be 4 years ago, right here. I think 3 or 4 years ago. Right at that thing. I came here for something. I had to do something in that building right over there years ago. And I'm down here because I used to work downtown. I'm like, man, it's empty. And I just made a video. I didn't think of nothing of it. I said, man, it's empty. There's no one in downtown. It's right there. I'll dig up the video. It's about 2 or 3 years old. And I made it a quick video, 10, 20 second video. I said, man, I'm down here. There's no one down here. It's about 10 o'clock. And that dude started making fun of me, calling me stupid, an idiot, a fool, and all this stuff. I said, huh? And it went viral a little bit. A couple of 100,000 people watched it. Whatever. And then I started noticing it as I'm downtown, because I was doing the migrants. I wasn't doing economy. I don't even think I was doing crime at the time. I don't think I was crime chasing yet. This is about 3 years ago. I was just doing the migrants. I was just watching the migrants where they were at. So here at this building, I noticed downtown was empty. So then I started noticing and taking pictures, right? Like, how come downtown is this empty? And then I was getting attacked by these liberals and these influencers saying, oh, you're an idiot, you're stupid, you don't know it's COVID. Like, COVID's over. Oh, well, it's remote Monday. Like, but it's Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday Taco Day. Yeah, Tuesday Taco. People don't go to work. Like, what? And then at night, I would take pictures at night at like 4:45, 5 o'clock, 5:10. Someone said, oh, 4:45, you must be stupid. 4:45, you're stupid. No one goes home at 4:45. They go home at 4:32, 15 seconds. That's when they get on the train. Like, what are you talking about? This is a downtown. One part of a downtown is the people who work here. Another part of downtown is people who come to do business here, right? Another part of the downtown is people who come and clean the buildings and take care of the buildings. Another part of downtown is the services, whether it's restaurants, stores. Then you have entertainment, right? That's the Civic Opera House. That's entertainment. That's not open 9 to 5. That's open at night. You kind of get it? Then you have train stations. You have all these kinds of different things that happen downtown. And then, yeah, they started attacking me, and I'm like, who are these people? Then I found out just last year that the city spends 20 to 30, maybe up to $40 million now, depending on which departments and how it gets spent. They hide it on influencers. The city actually pays people to do two things: to say that everything is going okay in the city, and to attack people who are saying what's happening. So if you say crime is up, they'll say crime is down. If you say the city's empty, they'll say, oh, that's COVID day. If you say there's restaurants closing, they'll say, oh, no, there's a sushi bar opening. I was by the chocolate factory. You remember the chocolate factory? That closed down. Bloomers, right? When we started this video years ago, the chocolate factory was still open. It closed during my taping, right? During setting up this new taping. It's 2023 I started this series, right? The Chicago Economy, Crime, and Migrant Up. I started this in 2023, so we're on 3 years now. And the Bloomer Chocolate Factory closed. And I said, look, it's closed, something else closed, whatever. And then some idiot says, oh, there's now a sushi bar open there across the street. I said, oh, so a sushi bar replaces a factory that used to be open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. And at the last year that the chocolate factory was open, they made $1 billion in revenue. $1 billion. $1 billion. That chocolate factory, Bloomer, made $1 billion. And some dude said, oh, you're an idiot. There's a sushi company now across the street. I'm like, what? What did you just say? You kind of get it? That's how these people are. They're bizarre. They're mentally ill. Some are left. Some are right. I don't know who these people are. They're strange. Now look, we're by the main train station here, Ogilvy Transportation Center, right? Now this is where you would expect a big traffic jam, wouldn't you? Think about this. Wouldn't you expect a big traffic jam right here at 6 o'clock? Right here. You want to hear it? I'll put it on the radio until you can hear it at 6 o'clock. Listen up.
Was subjected to repeated sex abuse and rape, and despite efforts to protect her identity, her name has appeared more than 500 times in court records after the Justice Department's release of the files.
Think about it. Think about this. This is the main train station. This is where it should be a super traffic jam right now. You don't see it. See that? It's weird, isn't it? Now look, come back at me. See that? See that there? Look, there's no traffic here. There's a little bit, but look at that. See that there? See that there? Look. See that? Look, there's a block in front of us that's empty. That's the time. It's rush hour. This is one of the main train stations. I think this one goes out the western suburbs. See that there? There's no one here. No one getting dropped off. Looking inside the train station. Look. You see people in there? There ain't no one. It's fake. It's fake. I'm gonna get that study for you guys from New York. It's all last year the guy put it out. He's got videos, everything. It's pretty good, pretty cool stuff. And he says, watch, look at this and look at this. It doesn't match. Right, like this, it doesn't match. If there's a traffic jam and it's so packed downtown, this is where you would see it, right here at the Metro station. I'm gonna pull the records. I was pulling the records once, the monthly records of Metro. And it showed the ridership is way down. It's not even close to what it should be.
It's one of the most successful law and justice programs in television history that continues to uncover the truth in 48 hours.
And now the thing is why do they keep hiding the bad economy? That's the problem.
With this new data center project, it seems like a good deal. They create local jobs, and we won't shoulder any costs. So it won't impact our monthly electric bill? That's right. And data centers pay millions to improve our schools and roads. Plus, new closed-loop systems will use less water than an Olympic swimming pool.
An investment in Northwest Indiana's future. An opportunity we can't miss. More at NWIDataFacts.com.
I've tried everything to stay out of work. Donuts, a company coffee blend, even dressed as the company mascot for Halloween.
There's an easier way.
So the question always becomes, why would someone lie, right? Why does a gambler lie? To hide that he's losing money. Why does an alcoholic lie? Lie that he's not drinking. Why does a wife beater lie? Because he doesn't want to go to jail. You know, why are these lies? So why does the city, the state, and even the country lie about the economy? That's what we need to keep asking them, right?
A longtime movie critic has died. CBS's Deborah Rodriguez looks back. Rex Reed was a quick-witted entertainment critic who courted controversy with his caustic quips.
We have Best Picture of the Year, Hello, Dolly. That's the only person who saw Hello, Dolly, I think.
When he started out, he offered sexier, edgier alternatives to staid norms of the 1960s.
I really have the terrible, lurking, poisonous suspicion that John Wayne will win the Academy Award.
Reed wrote for the New York Daily News, Post, and Observer, and contributed to scores of other publications. In the 70s, he served as a judge on The Gong Show and acted in the movie Myra Breckenridge, then went on to give it a bad review. Rex Reed died at his home in Manhattan at the age of 87. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News, New York. Online seller eBay is rejecting an unsolicited $56 billion takeover offer from GameStop, calling the proposal neither credible nor attractive. Jennifer Kuiper, CBS News.
Chicago's news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 105.9 and WBBM.
See, there is a little bit of traffic, but there ain't that much. See that here? It's a little bit, but not that much. Usually this is triple lane traffic here.
26. Good afternoon, evening. I'm Glenn Marshall, and currently we're sitting about 63 degrees outside and some cloudy skies. Tonight it's going to be mostly cloudy and breezy with a couple of showers around and even a heavy gusty thunderstorm in a few spots, but we'll get down to a low not far from 50 degrees. Tomorrow we'll see some breezy temps and much cooler, again with intervals of clouds and sun. It'll be a high of 61 with a low of 43 degrees. Now we're going to look at that AccuWeather 5-day forecast at 6:15. But right now, here's our top story on News Radio WBBM. Chicago public school leaders are promising to put students first in new budget plans. The details are coming from WBBM's Andy Dane.
CPS is facing a projected $732 million budget deficit, according to CEO Dr. Macklin King, who says in a statement revealing preliminary 2026-27 budgets, quote, the district has a responsibility to provide every student with a high-quality education while being responsible stewards of public resources. King goes on to criticize both state and federal leaders for inadequate funding and call for more special education and multilingual resources, as well as less central office, network office, and citywide expenditures. The statement also reminds students, staff, and parents that finalized budgets, which must be submitted by June 9th, will depend on TIF surplus amounts, budgetary appeals, and public feedback. Andy Dane, News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Chicago's aldermen showed frustrations while discussing the potential replacement for the city's former gunshot detection system during a city council hearing.
There are too many unanswered questions.
And despite questions from far south side Alderman Peter Chico and other members of the Public Safety Committee, they still had few answers about the nearly 2-year process to find a successor for ShotSpotter. Procurement Chief Charla Roberts told members the Johnson administration is reviewing 9 potential bids, but said they're complex.
We are working diligently on both procurements to ensure that we are conducting due diligence.
Southside Alderwoman Pat Dowell tried to narrow it down.
Are we talking another 6 months, 3 months, a year and a half?
It is our desire to work diligently to get a fully executed contract.
If I had $1 for the word diligently.
Committee Chair Brian Hopkins summed it up.
I don't necessarily feel I know any more now than I did at the outset of this meeting.
But they say they're going to keep asking. We're at City Hall. Jeff Buckles, News Radio 105.9, WBBM.
And a Joliet Central High School was temporarily placed on lockdown today as police investigated a threat that turned out to be bogus. After determining there was no credible danger to students, the lockdown was lifted around 12:30. However, extra Joliet police officers remain at the school until the students were dismissed for the day. There's no word on what that threat was about. And at 6:08, traffic and weather together on the 8th.
It's starting to clear up, huh?
Boy.
Starting to clear up.
09442.
That's 389 Adam.
It'll be 09451. 09451.
389 Charlie.
89 Charlie.
That number for lunch, Macon Harlem.
Your lunch number is 09457. 09457.
7383 boy.
83 boy.
Ma'am, could we get an event number for Red Line on 79, please?
09461. 09461.
Calling my kid. I think I have to maybe pick him up. I think he gets off of work at 6, so I might make a call. I have to do family stuff, right? I know I picked them up yesterday. I'm actually going to see something right now, so some flooding, maybe, see how people are doing out here. Cut my kid a call. Hey, what's up? You need a ride today or not? You okay? Alright, talk to you later. Bye. gonna go see Son. We're gonna go see Son over here. We're gonna see how these guys are doing out here in the rain. See, look, there's no traffic. Again, no traffic. Anybody notice that? It's 6:11 now. Look, there's absolutely no one here. Zero, none. There's no car. There's 2 blocks ahead of me, empty. 2 blocks. 2 blocks. Right? There's the Palace Grill, shut down. It's gonna be a development there, but that's a historical place. Shut down. Look, there's nobody here. Look. All these new developments, there's no people around here. Look at that. Nobody driving. Got that? Now we get a little more traffic when we get to the United Center, right? Yeah, you don't see nobody out here, do you? I don't. Step on the ground there, man. Dirty pig, man. Whatever. Let's do some radio calls, right? See what we missed. We're gonna go check out a few things right now. That's what we're doing. We'll go back, what, we listen to the news at 6, so we'll go about 6 something, right? 6:01, we'll see, we heard it, then we'll skip fast forward. Let's start here, and let's see what this says.
Yep, that is 09298.
Nobody here, see that?
Blue line, platform.
Again, why would they lie? That's what we need to learn.
09313. 09313.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
83 Adam.
83 Adam.
Number for 95th in the red line, please.
Red line 95, it's going to be 09333. 09333.
83 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
Blue line, please. Platform.
We got a wave down,
Who's those
red line, horizontal.
Blue line, platform, please.
The number is 09520. 095. That one is going to use 09345. 09345.
73 475, please.
7386, was that you?
7387.
7387, go ahead.
Can I please get a trip issue, Western Blue Line?
That's going to get you, the number is 09350. 09350.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
Can I get that number for Clark Lake?
The number is 09354. 09354.
4753.
4753.
Control. 389 AM. Client Control, please.
09360. 09360.
388.
88.
Here's my number for ride mission at Pulaski Blue Line.
Second that number 09366. 09366.
73868.
86 David.
No cars. No cars. See that there? None. None. There's no one out here.
370.
There's nobody out here, man.
Welcome. I'm an extra drive here. This is coming over as information for the police. Fullerton in the drive southbound. Southbound on the drive right at Fullerton. There's a stalled vehicle at the exit. It's a dark 4-door SUV. Plane unknown, no further.
7838580.
7383 Charlie?
7385 Eddie.
7385 Eddie. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Getting your sent up from the red line and 69.
09388. 09388.
Unison 3 and Citywide burglary in progress, 7143 South Michigan. It's a house. Caller says they were going into the house and somebody is walking around upstairs. Offender's wearing a khaki green jacket and black pants. District 3 Zone 7.
7383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
Can I get an event number, 69 red line?
09403. 09403.
738300.
7383 Haley?
They have event number for both check right now. Garfield, those initials.
Second event number 09412. 09412. That one's going to be 09553. 09553. 7386.
Give me that event number for the red line at Jackson, please.
Right at Jackson is 09425. 09425. Thank you. Welcome.
7384 David.
84 David.
Can I get an event for 6 at Frank?
35 and a red is 09431. 09431. 86 boy.
Jackson Redline.
Take 09442. 09442.
3898 Adam.
89 Adam.
3 months. I'll try.
There you go, man. See that dude there?
09451. 09451.
Look at that. See that there? We're at Madison and Western. Look at that.
Number for Bunch. Bacon House.
Your lunch number is 09457. 09457.
7383 boy.
83 boy.
Ma'am, could we get an event number for red line and 79, please?
09461. 09461. I'm sorry, last year trying to hit?
PH1 Citywide. Put it back in there.
PH1, you want to base. Got it.
3213.
213.
The bus has been told off the train.
Okay. You need to send number. No, you are logged on, but it was 08577. Jackson and the blue is 09553. 214.
Yeah, right at Boulder is on northbound to Beach and Lakeshore, northbound. Get the event number. Still coming to pick them up.
214 is on the back.
Thank you, clear. Robin 383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
We are way down on 69 to the red line. Hold us down on that.
The number is 09520. 09520.
388 boy.
88 boy.
Exactly, I have one more mission on Glam. Keep moving.
That one's going to be 09553. 09553.
Boy.
86 boy, is that you? Jackson and the blue is 09573. 09573.
We're gonna go check some stuff out, and we might go see the west side a little bit. But we're gonna go see something over here. I want to go see what these guys are doing over here because of the rain. Bad out here, ain't it? The west side, you see all the dilapidated building and properties. Bad out here, man.
Number for 3 Units at 21 Citywide, criminal trespass in progress, 5201 South Cornell.
389 Adam.
Trespasser is currently inside the building. Female medic wearing a black
Number for 3
West side, we're on Lake Street.
7384 David.
84 David.
Number for Red Line.
Hello, it's going to be 09606090606.
David.
We're gonna go see how this tent city is over here.
7383 David. Quick and event number for Citywide, criminal trespass in progress, 5201 South Cornell, 5201 South Cornell. Repeat, trespassers and currently inside the building. Female Hispanic wearing a black jumpsuit, light green jacket, on west position 207.
Okay, 89 Adam, it's going to be 09602.
7384 David.
84 David.
Number for 35th Red Line.
Hello, it's going to be
7383 David. Quick and event number for launch 26 on Crimson.
There you go. There's a tent city. You see the tents coming up?
Charlie.
69th Street, shot fired.
7383 Charlie. 19 box. We got event number 469 Red Line.
One more time. Simulcast, cut you out.
Listen up. Shots fired, 69th Street. Bullets on the floor. Listen up.
Red in Chicago is 09632. 09632.
Thank you.
Welcome.
7383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
My fellow with that, if I'm looking out for you all.
For your 600 in red, that was 09613.
Charlie.
You guys are going to need to try it again.
7383 Charlie.
7386 name.
7383 David. Quick and event.
Unison.
It's going to get you 09619 09619. Next unit.
Unison 3 in Citywide. We got one call of shots fired. 661 East 69th Street. 661 East 69th Street. Caller stated her several gunshots near the building and stated a bullet just came through her window into her closet door. The bullet is currently on the floor in the closet. Caller is not injured. District 3 is on set.
Okay, one more time. Simulcast.
There you go. You just got it, right? Shot into her house. Messed up, ain't it? You just heard that, right?
Red in Chicago is 09632. 09632. Welcome.
7383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
My fellow with that, if I'm looking out for you all.
Shots fired, 661 East 69th Street. The bullet came through a window and is lying in her closet.
Thank you.
Right? Is that what they said? Listen up.
Unison.
It's going to get you 09619 09619. Next unit.
Unison 3 in Citywide. We got one call of shots fired. 661 East 69th Street. 661 East 69th Street. Caller stated her several gunshots
near the building and stated a bullet just came through her window into her closet door. The bullet is currently on the floor in the closet. Caller is not injured. This should freeze on that.
Okay, one more time. Simulcast, set you out.
7318.
Imagine being home and that's what you got.
Red in Chicago is 0963 0963. Welcome.
7383 Charlie.
83 Charlie.
Alright, fellow, was there? I find one count. Send you off.
For your 69 in a red, that was 09619. 09619.
Thank you.
Welcome. Sorry, they're cutting each other out. Try it again.
84 boy.
84 boy.
What, can I get any two event numbers upper or lower on the red Garfield?
I can only do 20. You want up or down?
Upward.
09639. 09639.
7385 Charlie. 87 on the red line, please.
85 Charlie, it's 09642, 09642.
7385 David.
85 David.
Can I get numbers for 79 on the red line?
09644, 09644. 2383 boy. 83 boy. We'll get an event number for 79 and red line. 09651. 09651. Unit to 15 and on citywide, we're getting a battery in progress. 912 North Leamington. Caller Linda states her grandson's mother is at her residence and is refusing to leave. Her son is fighting her. Still getting details to follow on this.
Her son's fighting the grandmother. That's messed up. We're gonna go over. I'm gonna show you this tent city over here, right? Son is fighting the grandmother. That's bad. We're gonna go over here and come back. I'll show you this.
83 Eddie.
It's tents right there.
09674 is 09674.
Can you repeat that?
09674.
No, boy, thank you. 3.
7383 Adam.
Yeah, about 83 Adam. We get lunch, 106 and Western, please.
09684. 09684.
Let me show you these tents out here. They moved them from this area here. I'll show you.
David.
97 David.
There's a lot of, look at all those new townhomes there. You see that there?
This is from your street stop on Lake, right?
Why don't you look that up? 31.
This is going to get you John King.
3100 West Huron. Why don't we do a Zillow check?
King 252188.
You want to see how much that condo is?
08443.
See these condos here? Or townhomes. These are townhomes. Let me look it up on Zillow, right?
7386 Charlie.
I'll show you what's hidden in our city, right?
86 Charlie.
3100 West Huron, Zillow.
Zero 9703. 09703.
West Town, Chicago real estate and homes for sale, right? Oh, these are units. expensive here.
7385 Eddie.
Oh, that's Denver.
Can I get a bed number for the 69 red light, please?
69 in a red is 097.
3100 South Albany? No, this ain't south. This is north. Yeah, what is this at? Let's find out how much these townhomes cost. Now I'm gonna show you something right next to here, right?
Units of 3 at citywide robbery just occurred. 7334 South Dante, 7334 South Dante. Caller says female black wearing black clothing just pulled a gun on him and stole money from his cash app and then left.
Wow, that's messed up. You guys heard it, robbery, right? 7033 what?
Units of 3 at citywide robbery just occurred. 7334 South Dante, 7334 South Dante. Caller says female black wearing black clothing just pulled a gun on him and stole money from his cash app and then left. District 3 zone 7. Citywide robbery just occurred. 7334 South Dante, 7334 South Dante. Caller says female black wearing black clothing just pulled a
7033. What is it?
Units of 3 at citywide robbery just occurred. 7334 South Dante, 7334 South Dante. Caller says female black wearing black clothing just pulled a gun on him and stole money from his cash app.
Dante, right?
District 3 zone 7.
South Dante robbery. A female just pulled out a gun and stole money from his cash app. We're going to see how much these properties are here, right? Remember, we're talking about the economy, right? That way you know what's going on in the city, right? Don't keep money and all your money in one. Here's the trick of this. How do you survive stuff in the new age? Don't put all your stuff into one place. Have a little in a bank, have a little in a checking account, have a little credit card. That's what you want. If you put it all in one place and they rob you, guess what happens? You lose everything. If they rob you, and you have a little bit in one place, and you only lose a little bit, right?
83 George.
Yes, bus 1172 westbound on Roosevelt from Independence, please.
From Roosevelt and Independence, right?
Correct.
Let's see what's going on.
Hey, number is 09743. 09743.
I want to see what's going on in this neighborhood. How much these places are, right? This is Huron, right? Yeah.
73,300.
7383, David.
Right, Huron and Albany.
Get a event number for a bus check right here.
So Kedsy's right down the street. Right?
Your vendor is going to be 097.
Look at that. These are all townhomes. 3116 West Huron. 3108. These are all brand new homes here. See that there? Look. We're going to see how much this place is. It looks like it's a condo. It's a 3-unit condo there. See that there? Because they got a three mailbox. 3108 West Huron, Chicago, right? Let's do a Zillow check, right? See how much this stuff is here, huh? It's a hidden place, right? 3108 West Huron, Chicago. Wow, they don't even have these listed. What are these, CHA or what? Yeah, they're not, look. Nothing comes up. Look. I'll show you. Nothing comes up as sold. And these are all, look at this. Nothing comes up. It comes up as east. It's something strange going on here. What is this over here? Usually Zillow has even the going. Yeah, it doesn't come up. It's hidden. Strange. There's nothing that comes. That's what comes up when I put in. It's West Huron. So let's go over here to this next block here, huh? See, so something's going on here, huh? Is this CHA? What is this? And is this scatter site housing? That's why it doesn't pop up. Let's see what this is here. Managed by Harold Washington Unity Cooperative. Oh, there you go. Bickerville Apartments. I gotta look this up. See that there? I just found out this is something else. It's a cooperative. See that there? Look. And there. That's strange, huh? I want to find out what's going on here, huh? So that's why these aren't popping up on the Zillows. Huh? Let's get out of here. Strange, huh? We're gonna go to another block, right? It's weird. Alright, because I'm driving here because I want to show you guys a tent city that's over here. And then I'm driving around and I just seen all these brand new townhomes back here. So now we're on Troy. That's Kedzie up there. So we're on Troy here, right? This is Troy. Strange, huh? We're gonna look at 708 South Troy on Zillow now. There's some houses there, bungalows. We're gonna look up 708 South Troy, right? 708 South Troy, Zillow, or North. All right, here we go. This one pops up here. 400 grand.
789, boy.
Your number for Laramie Green.
That's that one right there.
That's 09804.
That's that one. That's 400 grand is that one right there. That's that one. But the ones in back of us don't pop up. That's strange. Let's see. What you do is you hit the map and then it maps around there, right? So you go here, right? But none of the other ones are around here. You see that there? It doesn't show the prices of the ones around there. It's strange. So that must... There's no cost for them, right? Here's another one up here. You see that duplex there? Right there on your... See that one on your left there? You gotta look at these things. This is how gentrification goes, right? That's how they jack up prices. It might not... This might be anti-gentrification. There's some people that do anti-gentrification work in Chicago. 718 South Troy, or North Troy, right? And let's try that one. This is North, I forgot. 718 North Troy.
Here is a map of 718 North Troy Street, Chicago, Illinois, 60612.
Oh yeah, it's getting a little more expensive here. There you go. That's how much that is. $500,000. See that there? That's that one right there. So it isn't that cheap. See that? That's that one right there. And that's the cooperative. That's the same company. See the sign there? Look, I'll show you. See that little sign there? That's below that window. That's the same sign, the cooperative, as the other one. So one of those is it's that much. $500,000. Yeah, it's a little expensive for that. See that there? That's how you find out gentrification, right? And anti-gentrification. Cooperatives are supposed to be anti-gentrification, right?
Platform check, upper and lower, 63rd Street Station.
You can only get one. You want up or down?
Down.
Yeah, they're all $500,000 out here. There you go, $500,000.
10-4, thank you.
There you go. The cooperative that's supposed to be anti-gentrification is expensive, right? There you go, man. That's what we want to show you, right? That's the economy part of our tour, right? Well, we do this too. You can find this boring. I don't care. It doesn't matter to you. Right? It doesn't matter to you, then it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't matter to me, right? It matters to me. I gotta know what's going on. I know this place. This is a printing place here. This is Saucedo Printing here. It's a printing place, a union printer right there. Right?
Can I get a VIN number for platform check, upper and lower, 63rd Street Station?
You can only get one. You want up or down?
We're gonna show you a tent city now, right?
09834? 09834?
04, thank you.
SubX.News at 6:42 p.m. We're on Chicago Avenue in Troy. We're going towards Sacramento. Used to be a big tent city and drug use here. We actually have them fighting with sticks over here. Or a machete fight, I remember that was here. There's a big machete fight underneath this viaduct. And they moved it all. There's a lot of drug use happening here. It's May 12th. So you figure, oh, see, John, they clean it up. The city does its job. No, they didn't. You'll see why. They didn't do anything about this. All they did is move it. They moved it on to Sacramento here. And that's why we're down there. We want to check out what's going on in the rain, right? They didn't fix this situation here. All they did is move it. We're here at Chicago and Sacramento, and you're going to see the tent cities are all around here, right? See how bad it is here, right? Oh, it looks like they cleaned it up just a little bit here. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It looks like you're cleaning up the trash, but there's some piles of trash there. See that there? There you go. So that used to be there over in Chicago. They moved it over here, but it's not that bad. It looks like these guys are getting home housing, right? See, there's about 3 there on that side there, right? It's a little messy there. Oh, wow, they did clean it out. I'll show you on the other side. There's tents across the street, if you see that. There's tents across the street, see that? Oh, wow, they're all in the middle there. So, first it was on Chicago Avenue. They relocated them to here. You see there was only 3 tents over there. Now, but there was a lot there. We got videos. You just punch in SubX.News, Substance News, Sacramento, Chicago Avenue, tents, viaducts, tent cities. There you see you got a bunch over here. And look, they got those new tents. Now, those are really expensive tents. You see the, like, the little, I don't know what you call it, the nubs on there? Those are winter tents. Those are maybe, I don't know, $1,000 or $2,000 a piece. Maybe more if you buy them privately. So, the NGO is getting those tents and giving them out. So, I don't know if the NGO is paying for them or if they're donated to the NGO. Here, I'll show you. Those tents are really expensive. Those are winter tents. Those are really, really expensive tents. Those ain't cheap. Look them up. Those are really expensive tents right there. Extremely expensive. You go try to buy one, see how much it costs you. So you figure out, okay, so how are they getting them for free? And oh, okay, it's good, but the thing is this. This is what I'm starting to wonder about this. Why aren't we using that money to get them housing? Why are we paying for tents? And why are we giving out tents? And who's giving out the tents? Are they getting a salary? If someone who's giving out tents is getting a salary, then why don't we just use that salary to get them a housing? You kind of get it? So are you having a job to keep people homeless? That's the homeless industrial complex. So imagine that. And that's been proven already. Imagine this. Someone gets a salary to hand out tents so people are to people who are homeless, rather than giving the salary to the guy that's homeless to get him off the street, right? So now we're on the other side of Sacramento. This is the city pound, by the way. That's where they tow your car out here. It's on the west side, right? Now you got some more over here, right? On this side. Again, this is the Sacramento tent city here. See that there? So now these are different tents. These are dome tents. They're not the same as that tent. So somebody comes around and gives out different tents here. You see that there? So that, I don't know if it's the same set of people handing out tents. Right? Oh, what's going on here, right? See that there? What's up, fellas? Oh, just checking in on you guys. Looks like they cleaned out a little bit over here, right? What'd they get? People housing or not? Some got it, some didn't? Alrighty. I'll check in when I got a little bit of time. Maybe I'll stop by and we'll talk a little bit, alright? SubX.News, alright? Huh? No, I ain't got none, man. Take it easy, alright? See, that's that expensive tent there. You see that there? See the expensive tents? These are all brand new here. Let me show you. Those are all brand new tents. See that there? Those are all brand new. Those are very expensive tents there. Extremely expensive. Extremely expensive. See that there? I'll show you guys on this video. These are really expensive tents. See that there? Those ain't cheap. So the question then becomes who's doing that and who's giving them the tents, where the tents coming from, how the tents being paid for or purchased or being donated. And they got Narcan here and all that stuff. So they know they do drugs out here, right? Now this side over here is cleaned out. See that there? And that's why we stop by these places every so often, right? To see what's going on. We have videos of here, man. This is really messed up here. It's flooded out here, but it looks like they cleaned out this side, all right? So this is the Sacramento tent city. Looks like they're cleaning out the sidewalks and giving out tents to live, I don't know, on the grass. I don't even know how to explain that, so, but it is what it is. It's now 6:48 p.m. Let me stop the video and upload it, right? All right, there you go. That's the Sacramento tent city, right? Kind of weird, right? SubX.News, it's 6:42 p.m. Sacramento tent city. Looks like they're clearing people off the sidewalks, but they're expanding the tents on the grass. Who's paying for these tents and who's giving them out? Kind of strange. 6:42 p.m. May 12th, 2026.
Number for Roosevelt Red Line, please. 09942. 7385.
Chicago, West Side.
85 David, was that you at the 79 Red Line?
7385 David, yes. Numbers for 79 and the red line, please.
09948. 09948.
7386 Charlie.
86 Charlie.
Now your number for Clark and Lake.
Yep, particular number is 09957. 09957.
And they got Narcan stuff there, so they're purposely selling these homeless guys drugs here. Somebody is, right? That's what I see. I might go to Culver's over here and get a cod burger or something like that. Culver's is right down the street. Alright, you ready to get out of here? We're gonna go down Chicago Avenue, or what do you guys think? Where'd everybody go from the bridges there? They found them places to stay or what? You don't know? Alright. Seen you here before, brother. Don't lie. Don't lie. That's what they do. They lie, man. This first thing they do is they lie rather than be truthful. And the guy's asking for money. I've seen that guy there almost 3 years now. It's sad that people, the first thing they say is a lie out of their mouth. That's one of the things we need to start fixing, right?
He's at a two-flat house with a silver Dodge here.
Alright, what do we got at probation?
09957.
There's a trap house here.
Call of a person with a gun, 11816 South Union. 11816 South Union. The caller states a male black with short license plate that has a gun and ran into the above address. The offender is on probation. He's at a two-flat house with a silver Dodge Caravan parked in front. The offender has threatened to kill a handicapped neighbor. Got no further on us.
It's a dangerous spot. They sell drugs out of here, you'll see. And they got this whole alley blocked off. You can't drive through.
Unison 3 in citywide, battery in progress, 6500 South King, 65 in King. Male is detained for breaking into, he broke into 2 tenants' apartments, and now 2 female tenants are currently fighting. Parkway Gardens, District 3, zone 7.
Parkway Gardens, old block.
You guys are still cutting each other out. Try it again.
7384 Eddie.
84 Eddie, go ahead.
Beginning number 3, Cermak red line.
Red Cermak, alright, bye-bye. 099960 099996, next unit.
7389 boy.
89 boy.
Okay, number 50, Laramie Green.
10003. 10003.
Be careful over here. They shoot people over here. There's a drug war going on between these guys and somebody else. You want to be really careful here, man. This is not... See the white drug addict there? You want to be really careful over here. We're gonna go check up here, and then we'll go back, and we might call it a day at 7, and I'm gonna go get some dinner at Culver's. How about that? And we might do looks like it might be a nice sunset. The sun is popping out of the clouds there. And we'll see where we end up, man. So, that's a trap house in back of us, and it's look at it. See that there? Right there, man. That's a bender right there. See that there? Look at that. That's a white guy. See that? There was a white guy at the bus stop. See that there? There's a drug addict right there, man. There's a drug house right down the street from us. See that there? There you go, man. A bender. That's a white bender, right? Drugs don't discriminate against race, man. They're drugs, man.
7395 boy.
95 boy.
I get 2 numbers at Jackson, Redham Highway.
You only can get one. You want Highway or just Redham Jackson?
Red line.
10032. 10032.
Charlie.
89 Charlie.
That's my number. That's code green line.
sorry, Green Line and where?
Central, Green Line.
Central and Green, that other number is going to be 10041, 10041.
7395 Charlie.
7395 Charlie.
Can I get a Jackson Red check?
10044, 10044.
Alright, ready to get out of here. So we're going to run it till 7. I'm going to shut it down. We might listen to the news. And then I'll eat dinner, and then we'll see where we end up, right? I might set it up at a sunset or something. So yeah, this is the...
2 with Citywide, got a person with a gun, 3201 South King, 32 in King. Caller says she heard her boyfriend say he had a gun. 4 females are currently fighting on the southbound CTA bus. Bus number is 1205. They got guns and they fighting. 32 in King.
1205, right? She said that, 1205, right? Bus 1205, right? There you go, fighting on the bus. Oh, we gotta use my other phone. This phone now, my other phone's locking up. I got another phone, but I haven't just set it up yet. Because I don't want to lock out my accounts. If you set up a new phone, it might lock all your accounts up, right? What was that? Bus 1205, right? And all my software that I didn't want to open, I just opened up. I don't know what's going on. You gotta watch here. That's the drug spot right there, man.
83 Henry.
83 Henry.
84 boy. 73 Henry. 84 boy.
Unison 2 with Citywide, got a person with a gun.
389 Charlie.
Unison 2 with Citywide, got a person with a gun. 3201 South King, 32 in King. Caller says she heard her boyfriend say he had a gun. 4 females are currently fighting on the southbound CTA bus. Bus number is 1205. They got guns and they fighting. 32 in King. District 2, Zone 7.
84 boy.
There you go, on the bus.
7384 boy.
They got guns and are fighting on the bus, 32nd and King Drive.
Unison 2 with Citywide, got a person with a gun. 3201 South King, 32 in King. Caller says she heard her boyfriend say he had a gun. 4 females are currently fighting on the southbound CTA bus. Bus number is 1205. They got guns and they fighting. 32 in King. District 2, Zone 7.
84 boy.
7384 boy.
Boy, can I get an event number for upper at the red Scorpio?
10057. 10057.
73 Henry.
83 Henry.
Can I get a event number for bus check right here on 55th and National, please?
Right, all kinds of drug activity around here. You gotta be careful around here, man.
0070.
I'm just posting this fight on the bus and I'm getting out of here. I don't like this area too much. They shoot lots of people here. A lot of people died in this area.
And copy.
Spalding in Chicago.
Alright,
dangerous area.
0090, 10090.
Dangerous area.
73 Exploit Adam.
73 Adam.
73
Hey, you wanna see some more?
7384 Adam.
They shoot up out
Can I
here.
get the event number for 63rd Street upper?
There's little kids here, right?
01 001 0100.
7384 100.
Yes, 10100.
Look at that. See little kids? See the little kids there, right? And the little kids gotta walk past that stuff, right? Look at this other kid coming home from school with his backpack. You wanna see that there? We're at Christiana there. See all these kids walking around? Those are drug addicts right there, right? Yeah, there.
7384 Charlie, is that you?
Imagine you got to walk through that every day. See that there?
Red and 47 10106 10106.
Drug use and drug addicts over here at Christiana in Chicago.
Drop-off is 55th on the red drop-off. Okay, 63rd drop-off is 10125. And then the Garfield drop-off is 10127.
7386 Adam.
786 Adam.
Roosevelt red line, is that number, please?
Yeah, 10128.
So you're gonna see somebody walking by with their little kid here, what? There's people coming back and forth with little kids here. Kids coming home from school and all of that, right? And you gotta go through this kind of stuff. Right? Why ain't the city taking care of this, right? Where's the harm reduction people? Where's the treatment people? Where's the social? Where's a white drug addict across the street? Why? Where is the social workers right now? But it's fake. There ain't none. They're out giving out $2,000 tents with a $50,000 salary to people that are homeless. That's why.
Stay 1487 on the red line, please. Yep, it is 10112.
Are you going to stop these guys from doing drugs? Are you going to stop people from selling drugs? Probably not.
785 Eddie.
But as we talk, what about the quality of life that people live around here that they have to walk through this stuff, right? That's what this is about, right? You know, up there, that's where the guy got shot. That's where they just released the video, right? Chicago and Holman, where he got shot up by the cops, right? Again, these guys are doing their thing, whatever it is. But here's the point. How do you keep the regular people safe that don't want to be involved in drugs? You got this, there's a white drug addict right here. He's fooling around. Let me show you. There's a white drug addict right there, right? See him right there? See him right there?
Yes, the citywide person shot at St. Bernard Hospital, 326 West 54th Street. We got a male, black, 19 years old, walking in. No further info, would not give the address of the car. Zone 6 is clear.
Walk-in gunshot wound, St. Bernard's. Walk-in gunshot wound. 19 years old, won't say what happened. Walk-in gunshot victim, 19 years old, St. Bernard's, won't say what happened. Again, they're doing their thing, all right, whatever. But where's the city at? Why is the city allows this on our streets, right? Right? Why don't they give them a place to do their drugs? If the city's pro-drugs and pro-crime, then give them a place to do this, right? Give them a building inside. When we just pulled up, there was kids walking through here, right? There you go. Selling squares, right? Pretty wild stuff, huh? Alright, let's get out of here. That dude's all jacked up, huh? get out of here. I need to get some dinner, man. But this is everywhere in this city. You got this kind of stuff in all different locations, all over the city, right? Here's the issue. If the city's philosophy is to allow this behavior, I get it. That's their philosophy. There's some people that don't want it. I don't want this on the sidewalk. I think it's dangerous. Whether they're doing drugs is illegal and all that, and the drug dealing, that's another issue. But just doing drugs on a sidewalk is very dangerous for anybody that lives in this area, especially kids and whatever it is. You can say, oh, they're harmless. No, that's not true. Why isn't the city taking care of this? Why don't I see somebody from the city out here taking care of this, right? Because they lie. That's why. The city lies that they take care of it. The city lies that they say, oh, we're treatment, not trauma. The city lies that they're going to do harm reduction. This is harmful. This is harmful to the neighborhood. This is harm. It's causing harm. Got that? That's what this is doing. That's what you're watching. It's harm. It's not harm reduction. It's causing trauma to the neighborhood. That's what this is doing. Nothing more, nothing less. That's what you're watching. And the city is not doing nothing about it, right? That's where we're going to end this video today, right? We're on the west side. We're on Chicago Avenue. And the city allows open air drug use, drug dealing, whatever, hanging out. And if you look earlier in this video, you can see, and I don't know if it'll be in the standalone video, but there's young kids walking past here with backpacks after school and stuff, and they have to deal with this stuff. No one should have to deal with this. Look, if you want to do drugs, if you want to sell drugs, that's fine. Fine, whatever. That's a police issue, right? Then you need to do that so it's not affecting everybody in your neighborhood, right? There you go. If I can drive up and you see this, who else sees this? Imagine every day seeing this in your neighborhood. Imagine every single day. And you got to walk past here, right? And children are here. Old people are here. Anybody's here. You don't even know what these guys are doing. What kind of drugs are they doing? What's in the air? What's floating around? What are they breathing? What are they breathing out? You don't know anything, right? Again, this is not harm reduction. It's creating trauma and harm in this neighborhood, okay? We're going to end right there. It's 7:10 p.m.
Male white during using cars and breaking windows. Male white wearing blue jacket and gray sweater, black pants, possibly intoxicated and unhoused. Another male has a bat. They're fighting. Nothing further. So on, District 17, sir.
Bats and fighting on Montrose. There you go, right? All right. Unhoused, right? So again, unhoused, using drugs, sidewalks, tents, all those kinds of things, right? That's what you're seeing. SubX.News, we're going to sign off. It's 7:10 p.m. It's May 12th, 2026. We're on the west side here. This is Chicago and Christiana here. You're watching open air drug use, drug dealing. Again, they want to do it, that's fine. The problem is doesn't that affect everybody that what we're watching here, right? It does. So, and the city's doing nothing about it. There you go. SubX.News signing off.